Ever notice how ads always pop up at the worst moments? When the killer's identity is about to be revealed. During that perfect meditation flow. On Amazon Music, we believe in keeping you in the moment. That's why we've got millions of ad-free podcast episodes, so you can stay completely immersed in every story, every reveal, every breath. Download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace.
Last year, I went through many different life changes. I needed to take a pause and examine how I was feeling in the inside to better show up for the ones who need me to be my best version of myself.
When you're navigating life's changes, Talkspace can help. Talkspace is the #1 rated online therapy, bringing you professional support from licensed therapists and psychiatry providers that you can access anytime, anywhere.
Living a busy life, navigating a long-distance relationship, becoming a first-step father, Talkspace made all of those journeys possible. I could speak with my therapist in the office. I could speak with my therapist in the comfort of my home. I was never alone.
Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance, no problem. Now get $80 off your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
Do they shake you up with all that talk about money?
Well, I'm not exactly used to it.
Same with me at first. Then I found out it's a charming habit around here.
Susie. Sarah. I once read that names which begin with the letter S are the names of snakes.
Hausu.
Germany, huh? I don't know, man. I don't know if this was a good idea visiting here. We've just been driving for hours. Where are we going, Nate?
Yeah, man, I know we've been driving through the woods for a while. Pretty countryside, right? But, okay. This was a surprise. I figured, since we're doing this long, epic road trip through all our favorite horror spots, you're not going to see this coming, right? But we are in the Tanzakademie in Germany.
The ballet academy from
Suspiria.
Oh, okay,
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. But I got to confess something. Yes. I mean, Suspiria is like awesome.
Yeah, it's an all-girls school.
It's a great movie, right? Yeah.
Maybe a couple guys, but
it's that's the catch is it's all girls. And I didn't want to come all the way to Germany and not I don't want to I need to dance. Okay? This is the most
ballet.
It's something I've always done. I never shared that with anyone. Okay, I'm opening up to you. Please
man,
don't. Okay,
I dance in my room to Goblin all the time.
Okay, well then you get it, right?
Yeah.
But so I just want to go in there and I just want to try out. I just want to see. But like the catch is, it's an all-girls academy. It's the most prestigious in the entire world. We might need to dress up like girls on this.
It wouldn't be the first time for me. But you think I can pull it off? You think they're not going to be able to tell that I'm a dude?
Yeah, no. We're gonna comb the beard. You've already got the long hair. I've got all these different shades of lipstick here, and that's probably explains why I've been driving in the German woods for the last 3 hours with eyeshadow on. Right? Yeah, it's
yeah. Like I'm down. Let's drag it out.
Look, the Saboteur Creeps came halfway across the world. I can't leave and not try and dance at the Towns Academy, okay? So here, let's get the wigs and stuff on.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Oh, God, you look good.
I like the way these pants feel.
Yeah. you
I feel like I can move different ways.
They are tight.
Yeah.
They are tight. Now, We are okay. We don't need to do like any like weird German accent or something because they accept people from all over the world.
Yeah.
But they accept only girls from all over the world. So how's your girl accent?
What's the worst that happens? They kick us out, right?
Well, the worst that happens is you use that voice right there in the Tons Academy and they kick us out. Yes. But I gotta dance.
What's the worst that could happen, really?
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
I can do this.
I'm here to dance. No. Okay. I'm here to dance.
Okay.
To dance. Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna be fine.
Yeah, we're gonna be fine.
We're going to be fine. Just trying to fall
They're
out of
German.
character.
They're unfamiliar with American accents and stuff like that. You know, they try and take over the world. They don't really listen to anyone else. Just kidding, German listeners. But anyway, yes, we're gonna go into the Towns Academy. You ready for this?
Yeah, you guys.
God, you look great.
Hit the. I know, I do. Yeah, ring that bell, right?
Like really great.
You have sign right there. Tryouts this way.
Yeah, it's yeah, man, it's this is a big door.
Hello, Tons Academy.
Yeah, we're here to try out for ballet from America.
Hi, just a couple of California girls here. Just looking to dance. Could we maybe do some auditions?
Yes, come through this way.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you for having us. We came all the way from
The Midwest.
of California because I just said we're California girls, but there's a Midwest in every state. America's crazy. Have you ever been?
Yes, this way, ladies. We have lots of people to see today.
Sure, no small talk.
This way,
I love it. Yeah,
ladies.
okay. Oh my
I can't believe this is working.
Oh my God, they just let us right into this.
Oh man, look at this. Tons of chicks here.
Oh, look at this complimentary wine already that they... Okay, sure, yeah, we'll have a glass. I guess this... Hey, look, we're in Germany, right, Cory? Let's just... Okay.
Yeah, it's almost your time to go. It's almost your time to go.
Yep. Oh,
You first.
okay.
This is nuts.
Oh, I think I pulled something in my lower back. I'm gonna hang... Oh, yes, thank you.
Now,
More
ladies,
wine.
show me how you work. You must have been dancing before. Now let me see you do your routine with everyone else.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, okay. Oh, God.
Shit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, shit.
He soiled himself. Oh, good. More
It was
wine.
just a fun.
God, why do they keep giving us more wine?
I'm not.
Is this normal in Germany? I mean, we've been
All right,
here
let's
for a
keep
while.
on going. Here, let's do like a spin thing, me and you.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yes.
Oh, Cory. Oh.
Oh man, I'm so tired. I can't believe how hard ballet is. This is really hard. We're used to different floors in the Midwest.
Yeah, he didn't mean to kick me in the face. It's
All right,
not
dude,
a
I
big
think I'm
deal.
gonna pass out from tiredness.
I've had 4 glasses of
Don't
wine
bump
in
into
5
me again.
minutes.
Don't bump into me again. What?
Cory, your lipstick is yeah. I'm slurring. You're smearing. Get your shit together and yeah. All right, 1,
All right,
2.
what-
All right, I'm gonna dive into the air at you.
I got you.
Oh, okay. Look, we're nervous. We came all this way.
You two have been very hurt. Follow me to our rooms. We have rooms. We will make sure you don't have concussions or you're sick or something's wrong.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Oh, more wine. Okay, jeez. They just keep telling us more wine.
I'm getting a little... Man, hey, woozy. Hey, what the fuck is we doing in this bed now?
Where are we?
Look at the walls. Look at the curtains,
my
dude. This
God.
is the craziest room I've ever been in. Even though this is a child-sized bed.
Jawohl.
Oh,
Hello.
where did you?
You may stop talking like this right now. Your wigs have been removed.
Oh,
You found us out.
yeah. We're busted. Sorry, we had a lot of wine.
Yeah, we're just big fans of the
Yeah.
whole thing. We've always wanted to do ballet. You weren't doing men's tryout. We came all the way from America. We don't want any trouble, okay?
Silence!
maybe you could
Why do you want to dance here?
Because of the music, because of the building,
Because of the
we're
music.
huge Dario Argento fans.
Corey, why is his arm so hairy?
I don't know. Hey, man, we can just go.
Yeah,
we've
this
seen what
is-
we've seen. Do you want us to pay? We didn't mean no harm by it. I thought we were doing pretty good
Yeah,
dancing.
we're happy to pay. I mean, this room is so colorful. This is insane. What is that?
I don't know, man. I think maybe we should go. When he's not looking right now, maybe we should just dip. I'm feeling kind of weird.
Just because I am not looking does not mean I am not hearing you. I'm 2 feet away.
Oh, shit.
Don't be ridiculous, American pig. The thing is, now that you are here, you will not leave.
So we passed the tryouts?
No, not for dancing, but for Mother Suspiria.
Oh my God, Corey, what is that? It's that shadow. That shadow.
Can
is
you
moving.
walk?
I'm a little drunk from all the wine
Let's go,
and
let's
you
go, let's
kicking
go.
me in the face. But
Let's go. Let's run.
Oh, okay,
Let's run.
sure, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Run!
Oh, red rooms.
Oh my God,
Blue room.
yeah, green room. Jesus
Oh, there's
Christ,
dogs coming.
Corey, there's dogs. There's
It's a
dogs.
shadow,
There's
go
dogs.
look.
What the hell?
Let's run. Let's get out of here.
Run! Oh my God!
Where are you going?
Come back. Stay forever.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna pull this Grundy. Let's go.
Oh my God, get that wedgie out. We gotta go. There's dogs coming.
All right. Savage Horror Creeps, episode 38. The Horror of 1977. We did like a little 7 trilogy. So we did 1997 and then we did 2007 and now we're doing 1977 and this is by far the best of the 7s. We're going way back to when I was negative 13 years old. I actually love this year a whole bunch.
Yeah, because you've been a little hit or miss on the 70s.
Well, 78 was pretty good.
Yeah.
And 74 was rough.
Yeah.
But we found a couple of gems. I like the 70s, but yeah, they
70s are cool. They just got a
they
different
kind
feel.
of get ramped up and then slow down and do different stuff. But
And for those first-time listeners, we do pick our years with some rolls of the dice, right? And we usually,
yeah, well,
for the most
it used
part,
to be more rolls of dice and random stuff, and now it's still random, but it's random based off of
the decades we've
spaces
covered.
we haven't covered and how many of each one. That's why we haven't done an 80s one in the while, because we did too many 80s ones last
But
season.
we have some special episodes coming up when we get to the 80s too, so don't worry about that. We'll get back to the 80s, but we're trying to make sure that every decade from the 70s to the now is getting its love, and so we're trying to balance that out. Because if we burn out all the 80s, I don't know, man.
There's not gonna be no 80s for you.
Yeah, no one wants that. So,
but yeah, so we're back with another episode, fresh off of the Alien episode.
that was fun.
Yeah,
watching Anthony sit with a duct tape cucumber on his head. That was
we got through it.
That was hot.
We got through it.
That was real hot.
But before we get into each episode, we always start with things that have been happening in horror and things that we have watched lately.
Yep, let's get to it.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but 2 things right now. Jack and shit. And Jack left town.
Let's do some horror news first.
Horror news, I got a little bit. You got a little bit?
I got a little bit.
I wonder if it's the same shit.
Let's see.
2 remakes that were just announced.
No.
Cannibal Holocaust is being remade.
Oh, really? So it's just going to be people getting eaten in the jungle and no animal violence, right?
I don't know.
That's probably what it's going to be.
But one of the main actors
Didn't it
promised that it's going to be... Has it been remade?
Green Inferno.
Wow. Yeah, but that was an homage.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just saw that, and I also saw James Wan is set to remake Creature from the Black Lagoon. Was that one of your newses?
No. Nope.
But they released a poster. I don't think it was fake. It might have been fake, but it looked real, and I read, and everybody underneath it said that it was real. So
no, it is.
That is
He's definitely doing it.
Stuff.
I'm excited about that one. The creature does not get a lot of love, right? So we haven't gotten like the 1,000 of vampire movies out there. Mm-hmm. We've gotten a decent amount of mummy movies, decent amount of werewolf movies. I guess a decent amount of Frankenstein, even though that story is pretty much the same one from each one.
Invisible Man even has had more than the creature.
Yeah. The creature's just basically got its other 3, then it's got the Shape of Water, and I'm really struggling to think of anything else other than those 4, right? So it's...
Wow, yeah, that monster and Hellboy, and then like...
yeah, but I mean...
does Mermaid count as creature? No.
No. So I'm excited to see them... update this. I think that this is going to feel fresh for a lot of people. Yeah. And so I think, this is one remake I'm on board with. And I think it's just because that they're probably going to, do you know who's directing it? Did you say it already?
James Wan.
James Wan.
That's
okay.
what it said on the poster.
So that's okay, cool.
So that's not good for me.
Yeah. So the creature's just going to either have a possessed doll or set traps for people.
Yeah. Jump scares with clapping and flickering lights.
Okay. Well, whatever. But I think there's a lot of mileage that you could still get in that franchise. So
yeah, I'll still watch. I'll still get excited for it.
Yeah, for sure.
What other news you got?
Terrifier 3's trailer dropped today.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Well, it was last night. I saw it posted on YouTube yesterday. But it might have been a fake one. I don't even know.
No, it dropped.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I don't know why I didn't watch it. Okay.
I did.
Looks good?
Looks pretty damn good. Yeah. It looks very similar to...
Did they reveal anything else about the cast?
What's her name? Lauren
Lavera
is returning as it looks like the main character.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And it didn't show too much. It showed like maybe some minor characters that are going to get killed, but it didn't show that much. There was some blood, there was gore and whatnot, and there was
What's Tom Savini doing in this movie? Is he helping with effects, or is he acting? Or
I don't know. But Damien Leone's been doing all his special effects because he's a special effects guy.
Yeah.
So I would assume he's going to do his, and Tom Savini's just going to have a cameo. Right? I'm sure this thing's going to be loaded with cameos because, and even in the trailer, there was this like a snippet, like a line from like a quote from someone's quote. I didn't see who it was because it went on too fast, but it was just they likened Art the Clown to Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers of that caliber, which he might be. I can't think of an iconic.
Let's not go there yet.
Yeah, but think about like what is that iconic character now? It's not Billy from the fucking Saw movies. You'll never sell me on that one.
What was the last clown?
I mean, Ghostface is still going, but that feels like 2-3 decades ago now, almost. That was from the 90s.
Michael Myers is still going. Chucky's still going.
They're all still going, but like, who's the new one? I don't.
Yeah, it's Art the Clown.
Yeah, it's got to be Art the Clown. So I started thinking about that, and I'm like, after the second one, the first one will almost seem like a montage of just gory clips, But the second one really had some skills on it, and this looks more akin to the second one.
Maybe Longlegs, maybe Pearl, maybe...
But like that franchise star power thing?
Yeah. Maybe Longlegs will turn into that.
It's definitely one of the most popular movies that have come out this year, in terms of box office, which is really cool to see.
Megan.
Oh, fuck no. I think that's dead after the sequel. I really do.
Well, we'll find out.
Unless Chucky fights her or something like that, which I could see that happening.
Right.
I did finish, actually, season 3 of Chucky finally.
Yeah. Not that great. That's the worst season, right?
Yeah, I think so. It was just a lot. And like, where are they going to go from here?
Pump the brakes and just get back to killing.
It's just,
yeah.
I think it had a good run through 3 seasons. I'm okay with it ending, though. But yeah, so that's that's some more news.
Yeah, for news. Any news?
No, just that. I just want to talk about the Terrifier.
I went and saw Crow.
And is it as bad as everyone says?
Absolutely not as bad as they say, but deserving of all the horrible press that it's getting.
Yeah.
Okay, so they took some liberties with the story. They didn't do the things that they didn't do in the old Crow that I thought that they would do. They were kind of lazy when it came to like the purgatory and how he gets his powers and what the rules are with the powers.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how like in the first Crow, they just did flashbacks of him and his girl.
Oh yeah.
And you truly believed that like Brandon Lee and her were in love. they spend more than half the movie trying to establish this relationship, this love, this connection, this chemistry, when there was no chemistry. And I didn't believe that they cared about each other for a second. It's kind of like watching junkies party, take drugs, and fuck. And then at the time that it came for the Crow to finally show up, which is about an hour and fucking a half into the movie.
Oh, really?
Till he actually becomes the Crow. And then, he becomes the Crow, and then he doesn't want to be the Crow. And then he like walks around going, "Oh, I'm not the Crow. I'm not the Crow." And then he finally becomes the Crow.
I'm just back from the dead and wearing eyeliner.
You don't believe that he really actually cares about this girl. I mean, he does some sacrifices. The makeup is fucking terrible. The tattoos aren't as bad as I thought they would be.
Is it CGI heavy like it looked like from the trailer?
Not so bad. It didn't like take me. I wasn't like, oh, fuck that CG. There was some deaths that I was like, fuck yeah, that's some of the better kills I've seen all year.
Really?
Okay, and there is one large scene near the end that you've seen a little bit in the trailer, the opera scene. So hopefully that's not ruining anything, but the opera scene is fucking awesome. Okay. Very badass, very action, very gory, very cool. You ever wanted to see a crow with shitty makeup on with a fucking samurai sword?
I don't dig his look, I'll tell you that much. Yeah.
The look is bad, it's hard, and the story is loose. And like I said, I don't use pacing a lot because I don't even understand. People just say, oh, the pacing sucks. This pacing truly does suck. They spend way too much time on the wrong things. And then when it gets to the right things, it's like over in a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They changed the rules. The ending felt weird, rewritten. I don't know, man. I mean, definitely a miscast, but I'm not saying he did bad. I don't know. It's just hard because the passion wasn't there. You could tell whoever was involved with this was more just trying to make money and be hip and cool for a certain demographic.
That's what I got from the reviews.
They tried to kind of do the good music thing from The Crow, but they would do 20 seconds of like a cool song and be like, oh, that's a fucking Morrissey. That's a cool Morrissey song.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm digging this. I'm feeling this. And then it was over. It just, yeah. I mean, everybody's right. This is better than some of the Crow sequels. This isn't the worst Crow movie ever made.
Well, that I could believe.
But they're pretty fucking bad.
Yeah.
I sort of have a weird soft spot for Salvation, but I don't know, man. I hope they don't make another one. Makes me wish they would have did the Jason Momoa thing. But maybe not. I don't know, man.
I just heard that
it's
just
tough. It really wasn't that bad. I mean, it's better than Quiet Place, day one. It's better than
I have
Night
a hard
Swim.
time believing that.
It's better than a lot of movies I've seen. The people that are saying this is worse than Borderlands, no fucking way. This is way more entertaining than Borderlands.
Yeah, I haven't heard that criticism. I just heard like the filmmakers didn't seem like they cared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then the bad guy that they had, he was the same bad guy from 30 Days a Night. Fuck.
Danny Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the same guy, and he's just, I don't know. He didn't do anything for me. I didn't believe in the love. It didn't sell me that he wanted to be the Crow. It almost didn't seem like he wanted to be the Crow, his character or the actor. I mean, he's sexy. You get to see his ass. You like watch junkies bang, take drugs and party and make really stupid decisions. You'd think Eric would be a little, and they don't call him Eric Draven. They just call him Eric, which is kind of weird, but I guess maybe that was respect. I don't know what was going on, but I gave it a C. I really went in there getting ready to get really mad. And there was times where I was like, fuck that. That was stupid. There's so much bullshit about this, but there is some good parts in it, man. There's some part. It's brutal. It's got some awesome kills, and it's a Crow movie, and I really love The Crow. I mean, I'm Cory Crowell, you know.
Yeah.
Basically, they should ask me to do this, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Okay.
So there's that. It's not as bad as they said it was, those people. But you got every right to be mad. You got every right to never watch this movie. And if you never watch this movie, you'll be all right.
I think The Crow, the original, still holds up.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not really going to go out of my way looking for a remake.
Well, if you ever read the graphic novels or the comics, there is a lot more to The Crow than the first movie had because of the untimely death of
Brandon Lee.
Yeah. And I just... I would have liked to see more of the purgatory story in The Crow. And
sure.
they went to purgatory, but it's really just a parking lot. A wet parking lot. And it's like, if we're going to the in-between hell and the life, why'd you just make it look like a unkept parking garage? I don't know. If there's lazy things, they spend too much
that's what I've heard. It's pretty lazy. Yeah.
But I think partway through they were making it, they must have realized that people are like not interested in this movie, and they're like,
they're not. No one asked for this.
A bad idea.
No one asked for this movie.
And then maybe that discouraged the passion or the drive. I'm okay with The Crow coming back. I understand it's a property that you can make a lot of people a lot of money, but give it to somebody who cares. Somebody that
I agree. Yeah.
I don't know. And then as far as watched, I just last night they premiered Shudder's Horror's Greatest, and the first episode was Greatest Tropes and Cliches. And it's an hour-long episode. Remember, they used to do History of Horror with Eli Roth?
Yep.
And they did, like, the Some in the Darkness stuff. And they did 100 Greatest, Scariest Moments in Horror History. I fucking love those TV shows, and I've been waiting about a year and a half for them to come out with some more.
Yep.
And so we have Horror's Greatest.
They always drop them around Halloween, though,
and
right?
And then it's good. It's good. I liked it. B+ for that. Cliches and tropes,
that's fun.
Car trouble trope, the horny teenagers die trope, the black people are doomed trope, the and you get into all those and show a lot of movies, and I enjoyed that a lot.
Cool.
So that's going to be weekly.
I'm going to check that out.
Weekly for 8. Yeah, it's worth a watch, worth an hour of your time. But yeah, that's all I've watched. And you haven't watched nothing, right? Because
I haven't watched nothing.
It's only been a week.
Yeah, pretty much since we did this. But yeah, I'm looking forward to get back on the horse and get some stuff. But we do have a listener email from a new listener, actually. So do you want to get into that?
Do it.
Did you really put her liver in the mailbox? Because I heard that they found her liver in the mailbox next to her spleen and her pancreas.
What are you doing? Fucking trying to eat here.
Just getting mad, right?
Okay, so we have first-time writer, and we have a Mitch that I think I read last episode, right? And this is a Mitchell. So we got Mitch and Mitchell. Yeah. So
he's a metal Mitch. He's a heavy metal singer.
Metal Mitch. I like
metal Mitch, our sports metal Mitch.
Yeah, that's a pretty damn good.
He's a buddy of mine.
Damn good nickname. Oh, okay.
Metal Mitch. We'll call him Metal Mitch.
You know this person.
Yeah.
All right. So, he emails in about the Alien franchise episode.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's
somebody had to do it.
Someone had to do it, and that was a quick turnaround, right? And so, because that came out, last week? Yeah. All right. Lots of solid takes on this episode. Not surprised that only one of you seemed to enjoy Alien 3, and I stand.
He's not surprised.
Not surprised that only one of you enjoyed Alien 3, right? Because our horror night, Anthony was also on that episode along.
And he wasn't feeling 3 either.
He was not feeling 3, and I think 3 is the third best. And I love 3 a lot.
I think it's the third worst.
Yeah, well, so Mitch thinks you're wrong. Yes, the CGI used when the Xeno is running was abysmal, and there's tons of characters you could give a shit about. But I find it super dark and hopeless and even sad as you learn that Newt and Hicks have died along the way.
That sucked. That pissed me off.
Yeah, well, and then he says, not a fan of off-screen deaths to major characters, but I think it still has a place in this franchise. I initially enjoyed Romulus, but I sat on it overnight, and while it did some cool things, I like the connection to the original, so it's so incredibly reliant on the other films that it really does come off as a collection of greatest Alien hits. Which he's not wrong on.
I said that last episode.
And that's been one of the biggest complaints from a lot of people, too, is that it just pays, like, the movie is just trying to pay homage to everything.
Why buy an album? You already got the 5 Metallica albums. Do we need to buy the greatest hits?
Yeah.
Because we've already appreciated all the hits on the albums.
I had hoped it would dare to advance the story and not feel like Fede Alvarez was being held hostage by Ridley Scott to make sure he didn't snub his last 2 films.
Oh, that's interesting take.
Having said that, probably still a 6 or 7 for me. So, I mean, he still liked it, you know.
Yeah,
I'm kind of right there with him, actually.
When he was going to the movie the day after we went, he was like, I'm excited for this. I can't wait for it. And he was like, and then underneath, I was like, it's all right. So I was like taunting him, but sounds like I liked it more than he did.
And then And then what I always appreciate is a good shot at Cory in these emails, which is hands down, though, my favorite part of the entire episode was getting to hear Cory repeatedly pronounce Fassbender. It's Fassbender, you silly fuck. Good stuff here. Keep it going. You've got a new listener. Well, hey, thanks, Mitch, for reaching out, and all the people that have reached out before. We love to hear from you guys. It's always great.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with putting a random N in somebody's name.
Fassbender?
I did say his name a lot, too.
Yeah, you did. And then
I spelled that.
To Mitchell's point.
Feedy. I was
Feedy
fucking
Alvarez.
names up pretty good.
It seems to be like your new bit almost, where it's like it's happening so frequently on all these episodes too. Like where
there's always one name I'm getting wrong. What's it gonna be this time?
And you just come out with shit like, I'm like, is he even trying? Does he even care? He has no respect for this person.
I got a lot of info in here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm trying to remember it. I don't take as much notes as I used to.
Oh, it's so funny.
So I got a lot in there. Butcher names can be fun.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, thank you, Mitchell. Not to be confused with Mitch for
Michael Babutz.
Yeah. Okay.
No, actually, because I did in my old podcast, the Fathom podcast that I used to do way back in the day. I had Mitch. He was the guest on like my third or fourth. And actually, if I go back to that, I said his name wrong for the first half of the episode. And eventually he was like, hey, man, for the record, my whole life you've been saying my last name wrong.
That I believe.
So that's funny that he would.
Did you put an N in there or what?
I don't even want to say his last name right now because I have a feeling I'll say it wrong.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Maybe he doesn't want it on there. Right?
Yeah,
so that's why I don't like giving out names.
Maybe he's like, he doesn't want it in there. But yeah.
You just never know what
Fassbender
true creep is gonna be around the corner.
I should have just called him Magneto because I get lazy too, and I'll be like that guy from this.
Yeah,
because names are hard. It's like, you know,
clearly
when I was watching the Olympics and the ceremony with all the names, Jesus, man, I didn't know.
I would have loved to see.
I didn't know how to say any
them.
of them.
And that was just the American team.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, thanks for emailing in. And if you want to email in or get in touch with us and tell us what we're doing right, wrong, or otherwise, or maybe have a suggestion that you would like brought up on the podcast, you can always get in touch with us on our socials. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram at Savage Horror Creeps. And then our email is still out there. SavageHorrorCreeps@gmail.com. And maybe you could be featured on the podcast.
Well, and I don't know if he's listening to the podcast or not, but I did get a message.
He said he's a new listener.
No. Well, yeah.
Mitch. Okay, Mitch.
Metal Mitch.
Yeah.
Metal Mitch.
Yeah.
But I got another message from Michael Butt, who was the guy that made the film that me and Paul were in.
Yeah. The local filmmaker.
The Woods is Cursed. Or The Book is Cursed, and Cosmic Blast. I was in with him. He was like, hey, I got a new movie. I want you guys to promote my movie. I want to be on your podcast. Here's how if you want to do that, send an email in.
Yeah.
Talk to us. Let us put it on here, and then we'll put consideration for invites on the show and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just checking to see if he's listening or if he's just trying
there
to
you
get
go.
Thing plugged. So if you are listening, Mr. Butt, send us an email, SavageHorrorCreeps
at gmail.com.
Yeah, at gmail.com. And we'll go through it that way.
But we have a lot of listeners out there that are from around the globe, which is awesome. We're so thankful when you guys reach out, and it's so great to hear from you. So keep it up. Yeah, so I guess no more emails, no more horror news, no more what we've been watching. Might as well get into the main topic tonight.
You've had your whole fucking life to think things over. What good's a few minutes more gonna do you now?
Don't hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Stay away from me.
Wendy.
Stay away.
Darling, light of my life. I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in.
All right. 1977. we have a list. Top 10 greatest horror movies from 1977. Did I say 97 on accident? 1977. The way that we do this is I create a list of my top 13 movies. Nate creates a list of his top 13 movies. We combine them together in a point rank system. We come up with the Savage 10. And then we give out a few honorable mentions to movies that made it so close that we still wanted to talk to because we even like the movies that aren't great. And this year is no different. So before we get into these amazing movies from 1977, do you know what happened in 1977?
Yeah, let's give them a little context of where we were at in the world. So, major events in 1977. Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs incorporate the Apple computer.
Steve Wozniak from Monsters?
That's Mike Wazowski, I think. Yeah. Are you Monsters, Inc.? Steve Wozniak. No, they incorporate Apple Computer Incorporated, and then
also like those little colorful desktop computers.
I don't think that was out until the 90s. I don't know, but they in June of that year, Apple Computer ships its first Apple II out there. Wow. So yeah, Apple's there. We always have some good plane crashes in these years, it seems like. 583 die in aviation's worst ever air disaster for when two Boeing 747s collide in Spain. That's crazy to think about. Those are big planes crashing into each other. Holy shit.
Yeah, they say it's so rare for a plane to crash or whatever, but we do talk about it a lot.
Mm-hmm. The last natural case of smallpox is discovered in Somalia. And
so there hasn't been any smallpox since 1977?
No.
Oh, not bad.
Well, I can't say that, but it speaks to the success of the vaccination in the world. Yeah. And then paleontologist Elso Barghorn, I think that's how you'd say it, announces Barghorn.
I mess up names.
Announces discovery of a 3.4 billion year old one-celled fossil, one of the earliest life forms on Earth. So that's, dating the world. On film and TV, Star Wars comes out this year.
Word.
Yeah.
The first Star Wars.
The first Star Wars A New Hope. Yep. Premieres on May 25th of 1977. June 22nd, Walt Disney's The Rescuers gets released. I can't believe that was so long ago.
I've never seen that movie.
The miniseries Roots comes out on ABC. That was a very famous movie series.
I never watched that either.
In music, Fleetwood Mac's Rumors album is huge. Great. The Sex Pistols release God Save the Queen.
Okay.
And Debbie Boone's You Light Up My Life goes number 1 and stays number 1 for 10 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah. And that's, we could go over some actors that were born back then, but who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? Do you really need to know that John Cena was born on April 23?
The Peacemaker?
The Peacemaker, yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
He doesn't do horror movies. Has he done any horror movies?
I don't think so.
He would be a pretty good slasher guy.
Yeah.
Like jean shorts.
Yeah.
Guy kills you.
I could see that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think he'd be down too.
Yeah. So, that's pretty much what happened in 1977, other than, thankfully not a lot of tragedies. Like there have been in some years. There was one year where I feel like all I was doing was reading air disasters and shit, but oh well. Yeah. So now that we have that context, let's get to our list.
So we got some honorable mentions. Our first and last honorable mention, which I think is The Island of Dr. Monroe, this is the second rendition of the book, The Island of the Dr. Monroe, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the 1977's Island of Dr. Monroe, starring some dude that looks really familiar, but I can't think of his name. I've seen the new Val Kilmer and star-studded one with Frizza Balk and shit, and that movie's a little bit more of a mess, but this movie gave me some Planet of the Apes vibes, and I gotta say, out of all the times that I've told myself that I want to watch Island of Dr. Monroe, because the story, the idea
is great.
To be shipwrecked and to fall on an island and find a civilization Frankenstein, basically, injecting different kinds of DNA into humans and trying to keep them from becoming animals. I don't know. That's pretty terrifying. That's pretty cool. That's pretty Frankenstein. That's pretty classic monster. And although the movie is a bit dated and a little weird with the costumes and stuff, I think this is an important classic story of horror, and I'd like it to be in the honorable mentions.
I just haven't ever connected with the movies. I connect with the story, but I just don't connect with the movies that have been made about it, especially that like kind of a disaster, but it's a
the 90s? The newest Monroe was a cursed film of production problems.
It was, for sure.
It was supposed to be huge, and it was a mess, and it was whatever. But this movie did not seem like a mess, and for its time, I don't think it's that bad. I actually think this might be better than the Planet of the Apes old movies.
Wow, that's a hot take, I think.
It's been a while since I watched the old ones.
They're great. I love them.
You do love them.
Yeah, and there's some in that franchise that get super dark, too.
Yeah.
There's like one where everyone dies.
I'm just saying, it gave me that vibes, and I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all. I put this on while I was like cleaning my room and fucking getting ready for a day before work, and I ended up getting sucked in and being like, nice.
Yeah. Is this a burn the pizza movie?
No.
For you? Okay. There we go.
It was maybe put the boxers on backwards.
Well, that happens to me when I'm not watching movies, so. But I like the airflow to my butthole.
But yeah, so if you're going to check out An Island of Dr. Monroe, maybe this one. Maybe this one. Maybe not the Val Kilmer one.
Maybe this one, yeah. All right, honorable mention number 2 tonight is The Pack.
Yeah.
2 big dog films. One's called Dogs, and then there was The Pack. And this is about
They came out the same year?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even have dogs on my list.
Yeah. So it was all about killer dogs this year.
Yeah.
This one made me really sad in the beginning because it's basically like an island where people are just like, I don't want this.
Abandoning their dog.
I don't want this dog anymore.
They buy a dog for a vacation, and then they're like, well.
Is that a thing? Vacation dogs?
There it is.
I guess, yeah.
It is like cruel. It's I think they were trying to like raise awareness on like, don't buy a dog for the summer.
That's exactly what it was. And so, yeah, vacationing people leave these dogs on this island, and then they basically form a pack of rabid dogs.
Yeah, they're angry, unloved fucking animals that are angry at humans for
abandoning them.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, while it sounds sad, it's also like Cujo times 17.
Right.
And there's almost some scenes that were like, Cujo would be after this, though, right? But like when there's people in the car and they're all over the windows and stuff like that, these dogs are pretty freaking aggressive. And
but they use treats like gross looking treats.
Yeah.
So and they did not show a lot of their butts. Same in Cujo, because a lot of those dogs were happy, weren't they?
Yeah, I'm sure they were. Yeah, and I tried to look it up, but I couldn't find anything if any dog got hurt in this because it feels like. Have you ever seen the movie Straw Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they're in the house and the dogs are just freaking attacking, everywhere in there. It really felt like at first the first half of the film is just kind of like, whatever. But then it gets pretty aggressive towards the end, and people start getting picked off one by one, and it almost becomes this like survival home invasion film.
And I don't know how we missed this on the animal attacks episode, but we did miss this.
Yeah, well, I think. I don't know.
It's not that easy to get hold of either.
No, it's not, unfortunately. I had a DVD from the Warner Archive, which is basically just someone burns you a disc, and it's kind of like shit. But I mean, whatever. But it's pretty good. It's got a really great cast. There were so many freaking people in this movie. There was only one better cast, I think, in this year, and we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But there's a lot of good people on there. Joe Don Baker is the main guy, and he's pretty fucking awesome. He's a badass. But yeah, I mean, it's dogs attacking people, and it does have some heart, but it does also kind of make you feel bad in the beginning.
But it wants to do that.
Yeah, it does, and like you said, it's raising awareness for don't mistreat your pets. Come on,
don't buy a dog for the summer.
Yeah, that's a good PSA.
Well, I wish I had a dog on this vacation.
The more you know.
I don't want to bring that dog home. Hey, aren't there a bunch of dogs over there? Throw it over there.
We're on Amity Island. Let's get a dog. Like, yeah, that's what it feels like. But yeah, I mean, it gets pretty vicious, and it's fun. It's not going to set the world on fire, but yeah, it was fun for me.
Good dog attack movie.
Mm-hmm.
Last honorable mention.
Rituals.
Okay, and I borrowed this from you. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have watched this movie. And I did watch this movie, and it is it's kind of like The Revenant, and you said it's kind of like Deliverance.
It's more of a hardcore Deliverance.
It's more like trying to survive out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
and how cranky you get.
Yeah,
I had a lot of crankiness.
There's a lot of crankiness. There's 5 cranky doctors go on this. They take a trip every year, and I guess one doctor decided to pick the vacation spot, and which is basically just like, we're backpacking in the middle of the woods, and he really takes them out into nowhere to go fishing, where you could just go fishing anywhere in this entire place. They didn't need to go that deep in the woods.
Right.
Well, then all of a sudden their shoes go missing in the night.
Yeah, that's how it started. The boots are gone.
Yeah, the boots are all gone while they're camping and sleeping overnight, and little shit keeps happening, and then it becomes this like Deliverance thing with some backwoods hillbillies
they got to make their own shoes because they didn't know how. One guy brought extra shoes.
Yeah, one guy did. But then they keep getting picked off one by one. And the reason why I said that this is a more hardcore Deliverance is because there's some shit in this film that happens that's way more brutal. Okay, aside from the Ned Beatty rape scene in Squeal Like a Pig scene in Deliverance. So we don't necessarily get something like that. But there are some kills in this one where maybe it's not the most graphic thing that you've ever seen.
I mean, the movie's hard to watch. It's not pleasurable to watch. I mean,
it feels very real.
It pulled me in because it was like, oh, fuck, man. That would...
Yeah.
If you try to put yourself in their position, you're like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm not a camper or an outdoorsman, because if shit did go wrong like this, I would have offed myself.
Well, yeah, and that's what I think is the appeal for me, is that it feels so real. It feels like you're bickering with people, like what they're doing in the Blair Witch Project when they get lost and the panic sets in.
This is better than that bickering in the Blair Witch, I think, actually.
I think so, yeah. But there's a couple kills in there where I'm like, holy shit, they did that to this person? And it's like, yeah, okay. You know, they didn't go that far violence-wise in Deliverance, other than the Squeal Like a Pig scene. And, and so, yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty underseen movie. And so that's why I put it on my list, because I really wanted people to check it out. This is the first
of perhaps many burned alive
people, yes.
Okay.
By backwoods idiots.
So start your counter. Let's see how many times somebody's going to get burnt alive in this episode.
No shit, right?
1977 was the year of tying someone up and starting them on fire.
Burning them. Yeah, it
so,
really was. Yeah.
We're going to do that later.
Yeah, so that's
our honorable mentions. Those are the 3 that you should probably still check out, that you probably might not have heard of, or you may haven't seen or whatnot. But
yep. I think they're 3 overlooked ones. So, yeah, definitely good. All right, on to the Savage 10 tonight. And this is one that we probably have, we did cover it before, right? On
the Cars That Kill episode with
Cars Attack, yep.
Jacoby. We pulled him in here and we talked about cars that kind of come alive and kill you.
Mm-hmm.
But the car, number 10.
Aptly named The Car.
When I first heard about this movie, this is the second time I've watched it in the last year. The first time I watched it this year, I didn't think this movie was going to be great. 70s, but it really does a very good job of taking a not person and making them a slasher character.
Yeah, because it's about a supernatural car
the way it
that
stalks,
kills people.
The way it hunts, the way it comes, the way you fear it, the personality that a not human can have.
Mm-hmm.
This movie's brilliant for it. I really love like the opening kill with the bikes.
And a real actor flying off the bridge, wasn't a dummy.
This movie doesn't look like it's good. It looks like another, generic horror movie from the 70s with that same guy actor that's in so many movies.
James Brolin?
Well, no. Then there's another guy, too, isn't there?
E.G. Marshall, the wife-beating guy?
Oh, no, maybe. I'm forgetting. But,
Ronnie Cox from Deliverance, too. He was the bad guy in RoboCop.
Maybe that's that's the guy I'm thinking of.
Yep.
But yeah, Josh Brolin, Thanos' dad, is a cool hero in this movie.
It's all anyone remembers me for.
Yeah, driving in the dust, cool looking car. well, you don't be Thanos and not expect to get.
Yeah. It is a cool looking car, though.
Yeah, it's a very cool car, and like I said, the way that they make the personality work, the way that they're hiding from them, because cars can't go everywhere. I mean, they're on wheels, they're pretty thick. They kind of figure out a way, but it's dope, man. You don't have to like cars to like it. The car is a decent classic horror film.
I agree. What I think the biggest hook that we can give to the listeners right now is, if you think about it, this is Jaws with a car instead of a shark.
Okay, yeah.
Can you see that? Because
so many late 70s movies were trying to do the Jaws thing.
Yeah, and you get a supernatural car instead of a shark on this one. But I mean, like, they do hunt it. You get the underwater shots through the basically just the orange windshield, right?
Right.
But you get those. You're not safe anywhere. Yeah, basically, like if you're on land, you're fucked.
He'd probably go into the water after you.
Yeah, he probably would too. Yeah. He just takes a barge. His car revving on a barge. Yeah, it really feels like Jaws, but instead of a shark, it's a car, and you don't think like maybe that synopsis is going to work, but it does.
Yeah.
And it's tense.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, if you want to hear more in detail about the car, it also did make our top 10 list on episode whatever it was, Cars That Kill.
Yeah, I want to say it was like 17. It was a while ago now, but yeah.
But yeah, the car's good, man. Number 10.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go on to our number 9. First time for watch for the both of us, Death Game.
Death Game, yes. And it was poetry in the way that the day that we decided we were going to do 1977, pretty much went home that night, and Joe Bob had it on his special. And so we got to probably watch that with Joe Bob's
commentary
explanation on there, with a little guest appearance from Colleen Camp, whom, as a girl I did not know, but has a lot to do with films for many years.
Yeah, she was great.
But this is, most of you have seen a movie called Knock Knock by Eli Roth. This is the movie that Eli Roth remade.
Yep.
And brought it back with Keanu Reeves and his girlfriend at the time, or fiance, or whatever the hell he was. So if you've seen Knock Knock, there was a movie in 1977 that was just as good, if not better, called Death Game. I really loved this movie for a first-time watch.
I was really surprised by it, too, yeah.
Two beautiful girls show up in the rain. Who could resist? Just so happens to be the same weekend his wife had to take his son
married businessman. Yeah.
And they show up with a little bit of a problem, and he's a nice guy. George invites them in, tries to help them out with their problem.
Say their car broke down. It's
raining. We're so wet. Can you help us? Innocent enough girls. What's the worst that could happen?
They seduce you in the hot tub for about 45 minutes.
Do you like home invasion films?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
What's your favorite home invasion film?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, we were talking about Straw Dogs, and I know that's not technically a horror movie, but that is one of my favorites.
Straw Dogs is good. Funny Games comes.
Games. Yeah, we talked about that recently.
Movies, come to mind, and then obviously The Purge, things like that. But I think this one belongs in, if we ever did a home invasion episode, I think that this film would be in the top 10. Wow. It's far too forgotten, grindhouse film.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about this. I can't believe I've never heard about it. I don't know if it's the name or what.
I don't think that it was widely available until very recently. I remember some
it got
Blu-rays
released by the same company that released Pieces. It's a very slow release
like that,
production.
what is
company.
it, Grindhouse Pictures or something like that?
And the remaster is actually quite beautiful.
It is. Yeah.
I thought this was great. I could see everything. I was super into it. The chicks are so crazy hot, despite the fact that they say that they're 15 and 17. Most of the things these girls said were lies.
But do you think they were?
I think that they were just playing head games with this guy, and they knew that they had the upper hand on this to play their twisted games. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
Maybe not. We saw him naked, so maybe, hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, definitely. But yeah,
but not only are they hot, they're scary. Like, you got to think that when Batman was creating Harley Quinn, he took these two girls, put them together, and based the entire Harley Quinn character off of these two.
I could
see
the way
that.
they
laugh, the way they talk, their childlike innocence mixed with their devilish intent.
Very devilish.
These girls are fucking evil.
Yeah, they are.
And terrifying.
And this poor guy, like staves off their advances for the longest time, but finally he just succumbs to the manly weakness, right? And has to sleep with both of them. And,
I mean, you can't just sleep with one of them.
No, well, they both were going for it. But then, because of his actions, they decide to make his life a living hell, and they really do.
Yeah, and this movie is pleasurable toxicity at its peak. The younger character, or the supposedly younger character, Colin Camp, falls deeply in love with this George character. And in between the torture of dropping food on his face and breaking everything in his home, she also gives him undyingly love and admiration that has got to fuck with your mind to a point of no end. And the other girl,
Sandra Locke, who is a longtime wife of Clint Eastwood.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's Clint Eastwood's wife?
It was, he had many wives, but she was a longtime wife of his. She starred in a lot of movies in the 70s of his, as well as the 80s, too.
Right.
Including even one of the Dirty Harry films, Sudden Impact. That's the one where he says...
so at the time of this movie, was he married to Clint
Clint
Eastwood?
Go Ahead, Make My Day.
Or...
I don't know. This seems a little bit early, but maybe he watched Death Game and he's like, I got a hot tub.
I like chicks that dress up as guys in top hats and have crazy eyebrows.
Yeah, still
do you think she really loved him?
I don't think Sandra Locke did.
But Colin Camp's character.
I think she was so psychotic that she did believe it.
Well, because there was that time when she was like, I really like this guy.
Yeah, yep, yeah. But Sandra
and that
Locke's
makes it even
character,
more fucked.
Agatha, she was getting off on torturing this poor guy too.
She was evil.
Yeah, yep.
She was evil. I hated the good old dad song that they repetitively played.
Yeah.
And I get why they were trying to throw that innocent and that taboo and that good old dad. But I wish they wouldn't have played that so much. That actually kind of draw.
Soundtrack isn't the good part of this film.
And I mean, George fucked up.
Yeah, he did.
But we get it, right?
Look, it's two wet, very beautiful girls that he said no to multiple times. And he should have kept saying no, and he wouldn't have gotten this trouble if he did.
I know that you would be able to handle this situation right now. But would you have fallen for this hoax maybe in your early years? Have you ever been in a situation like this?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, not as thrilling as this is, but yeah, I mean,
I tell you what, when we were younger, me and Paul used to play shows, and we used to meet up with some weird people when I lived next to Wigwam, and I have had to throw people out of my house. What a psycho real situation. Nobody ever thinks about an attractive young woman coming into your house, not realizing that they're a threat, but
especially when you look like George.
You don't think George is good looking?
I don't think that. Maybe he was a 70s good looking, but he looked old as fuck.
He's no Keanu Reeves, but he was
definitely not.
But these girls were so scary, menacing, but also likable, entertaining, with such fucking personality. George got overshadowed by them. You almost were still rooting for them, even though George was so tortured and belittled by these girls.
Well, he does fuck up. He does something wrong. Yeah. So there's the morality thing of it.
What if he would have said no? Do you think that? I think they still would have.
Well, he said no
him
multiple times. I don't know, because isn't that the basis of why they're doing all this? Is because he basically gave in. And,
but
they
really would have did it anyways, right?
Maybe. I mean, it's hard to say. But
are they just going to go to the next house?
Well, if he pulled out a gun and said, "Bitches leave," or something like that, not to quote RoboCop again, but but you know what I mean? he could have done that, and he didn't do that. Instead, he's just like, well, I'm going to get in the hot tub, and you guys just dry off here or something, you know? And then, like, come on, man. Don't leave two young, wet girls that are trying to seduce you in your house while you just are like,
Could you imagine just sitting here in Germany at your house and being tied up and watching them break all of these collectibles? All of this fancy shit.
That would fucking destroy me.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah.
I put myself in that situation and I was like, no way. I don't even know what's worse.
Maybe that was so tough.
My collectibles or my family that is never going to forgive me for this.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Is he in such a shitty situation?
Yeah.
The fucking makeup that they put on later when they start putting on his wife's clothes, and Agatha puts on the eyebrows and the top hat and kind of dresses up as a male, and the other girl puts on the crazy blue shadow.
Did you kind of get like a little tingle of House of the Thousand Corpses vibe or something like from like baby going a little nuts?
See, I was seeing Harley Quinn, the birth of Harley Quinn. I thought both of these girls were Harley Quinn, but now that you mention it, the innocence because the one girl was childlike and the other girl was more cynical and thought out, and you could tell that she was like, but I could see Rob Zombie because he's a Grindhouse fan too. But yeah, the eyebrows, the outfits, the way how he brought them somewhere and they came back.
Yeah, I
that
know.
long drive of, oh my God, why did I do this? 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 And it also, in the same respect that you said about rituals, this feels real.
It does, yeah. It feels like they are trying to destroy this man's entire life.
And it's so
and
real.
everything in it, yeah.
And it's ahead of its time, too, I thought.
And honestly, it puts me off of women a little bit. You know?
Well, I mean,
it's just you know,
there's some psycho.
Well, there's psycho men, there's psycho women.
Yeah, but yeah, you don't shine a light on this type of toxicity, this type of obsession, this type of control. And I mean, women didn't have that many rights in 1977, but these girls took it. Is this a feminist film?
Well, they're certainly empowered.
Yeah.
They're certainly empowered. It's a very evil
movie
empowerment.
Fucked with me and had me thinking about situations like this that I've been in and people that I've met and how things could have gone worse than they even did. And
I think it's definitely a single man's horror story.
And really messed with my morals and had me thinking about how I would act in this situation,
Yeah.
or what I would do, or I mean, because I'm also a family man too, and I couldn't imagine trying to explain this situation. And
I couldn't either. But like him explaining to his wife would probably be the easiest thing that this man has to go through, you know, which is just it's crazy.
And he should have just called the cops when he had the chance. But
he should have. But hey. It's that penis. It's that penis. That penis had a mustache, a little mustache, just like George's did, and it got him in trouble. And but if that's what he
should we spoil the ending?
Sure.
It's an old movie. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, after the girls, they do kill him, right?
Don't they just leave him?
Oh, buried.
Yeah.
Just to explain it with everything destroyed. And then they kind of turn a corner and just get hit by a van randomly.
Which it felt like
it actually felt just like karma justice.
It was definitely karma. Yeah. I mean, George is still fucked no matter what, right? He's got a lot of explaining to do. If he gets
I would just tell the truth. I'd be so happy I'm not dead.
Well, right. Yeah.
Well, that delivery boy that came and got it when he died, I was like, no way George is going to live.
Well, and when two bitches are smeared outside of your home,
is she going to wait for the family to come home and kill them too?
Mm-hmm.
Embarrass him, and then I don't know, man.
I think that's where Knock Knock does something right, though. Is there is no like cathartic karma killing of the two girls.
They just go on to do it to the next guy.
Yeah, right. And it's
scary
just like,
to think that there might be a pair of chicks out there that are ready to take advantage of your lust. And
lock that dick up, put it away, throw away the key.
It ain't worth it, man.
No, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
No. How many times has people said that before?
For a few seconds,
guys and girls.
It feels like it's worth it.
Yeah.
But then you come and you realize it's not worth it.
And then you come.
If George could have just came a little quicker.
That post-nut clarity. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Haunting film. Horrifying film that is different. I mean, we compare it to the remake, but there's not a lot of movies like this.
No. And you talk about like torturing a person. They're just
belittling.
It's belittling. It's psychological. It's destroying everything that man loves, whether it's mental, physical, things he takes pride
human nature, where we have to be tough, and no woman could do this to us.
Very dehumanizing.
When it happens, and I'm not saying that women can't do this to us. They can. We've come a long way as a human species since the 70s. But at this time,
yeah, maybe some of us,
maybe the worst part of this would be like that you got bested by a couple of very young, immature girls.
Psychos.
These are not girls. Oh, they're psychos.
They're psychos.
Psycho girls.
they are psychos. Yeah, I don't even want to call them girls because I'm not saying like
I feel
girls
like
are like
these
this,
girls would
but,
have
like,
their way with the Joker even.
Yeah, and I would be worried if I was the Joker with them. But yeah, I think it's a horror story for both fronts.
Yeah.
And, so it's like, yeah, okay. It's scary for especially like single married men too, I guess, because he's married. He's got a family, right? It's a horror story for guys, but it's also a very horror story for girls too, because here's this good guy that turns these girls away, and he couldn't resist, and so it's like that's terrifying too, because it's just like, well, everyone's fucked up in this.
Do you
movie.
really blame him? Do you really? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, he should have said no at the end of the day. At the end of the day, he should have got them out,
shoved them.
Yeah, and don't let.
I don't know.
Don't let rain soak bitches into your house. Moral of the story.
What's the worst that could happen?
This Death Game from 1977.
What's the best that could happen though?
Well, I think it happened in the hot tub. I think he's going to have to drain that thing.
Oh, God. This is a great movie. A lot of you haven't seen this movie. It's on AMC right now, or Shudder and AMC.
Shudder, yeah.
Oh, and I think it's AMC.
And I think it's also very fun to watch the Joe Bob version of it, because you get a lot of insight, especially from one of the girls that shows up all these years later.
And Darcy's input too. She was
Darcy for sure.
And then the interview with the girl who
Colleen Camp. Yeah.
I did love that, man. I want to watch more of her films. She was in a lot of really good shit.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. She's Yeah, we always talk about like Leanna Quigley or Barbara Crampton and whatnot, but like,
this girl had the chops too.
She did.
Both of those girls actually did. Sandra Lock and Colleen Camp.
Yeah, and she
kudos to them.
She got to fuck Clint Eastwood though.
I mean,
pretty cool.
If I was a girl and I could go to any time, any place, anywhere, it'd be Bruce Campbell, and then maybe Clint Eastwood bang me next.
He banged you. He's banging
I mean, no,
you.
if I was a chick and I
honestly,
could travel through time and get any guy I wanted, I'd probably go bang.
Dude, 70s Clint Eastwood.
Bruce Campbell. I'd probably go to 1984.
Sure.
1983. Bang Bruce Campbell. Jump maybe to Clint Eastwood. Stay the fuck away from Elvis. And then maybe...
I can't think of anyone more manlier than 70s Clint Eastwood, to be honest with you. And you haven't even seen Dirty Harry yet, right?
I have never seen it.
Oh my God. You're going to fucking love that movie when you do see it.
Right.
You really are. Yeah. Not a horror movie, but there's still probably one of the craziest killers I've ever seen.
Yeah. With nuts shit.
Honestly, I think that's one of the craziest killers I've ever seen in a movie. But anyway.
Death Game. Check it out.
Death Game at number 9. Yeah. All right. Corey, you have some explaining to do on our number 8 tonight, which is The Exorcist II, The Heretic.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Okay, so we have...
This is a very maligned movie.
One of the top 5 greatest horror movies of all time ever made.
Exorcist.
The Exorcist.
Yeah.
I dare you to try to write the follow-up sequel and do a good job. Do you not admit that this is one of the hardest jobs ever given to any screenwriter ever in the history of the world? Not only did it make so much money and you have so much pressure from so many different people, but you're trying to follow up not even one of the greatest 5 horror movies, one of the 20 greatest films of all time, highest grossing films of all time. This
is where you're going to be really
I've watched this movie 7 or 8 times, and I don't know what is going on.
That is a good synopsis of this
Okay.
film. What is going on?
But let me actually get into my notes because I knew I was going to have to explain
Here's
myself.
the thing that is really going to upset you, though, because you were talking about like one of the greatest films, blah, 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 of all time. The Exorcist, yeah. Okay, so let's go with Dawn of the Dead.
It's not better than The Exorcist.
No, but better than Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, okay. A sequel
to these masterpieces,
Okay.
right? Jaws 2 is not bad. It's not bad. It's not great, but I mean, like, it's a decent sequel. Okay, Clint Eastwood. And I'm looking at a poster back there too. But like Clint Eastwood, talking about him earlier, The Good and the Bad and the Ugly is better. It's the best one, and that's the third one in the Man in the No Name trilogy.
Well,
It's one of the most
Exorcist 3,
iconic.
they figured it out.
I agree with that. Yeah, because I have a lot of love for Exorcist 3. And that's a fascinating movie too, both versions.
Yeah.
Legion and then Exorcist 3. But Exorcist 2, man, is a fucking mess.
All right, okay. People think this is the worst movie ever. This has been on the list for the 20 worst movies of all time. Some people hate this movie to the point, and it didn't make its money back.
Yeah.
And Linda Blair apologizes for the script. She says, I didn't write it. I did
multiple times,
I did a good job in this movie.
Yeah.
I did everything they asked me to do. But it's not that bad. It's very weird. It doesn't make sense. I do like it, man. And maybe the reason why I love this movie so fucking much is because Linda Blair gives one of the most attractive performances of all time in the history of a fucking horror film. She was 17.
What?
When
In
she
this
made
one?
this movie.
Really?
And I know that it's
Thank you for leading with that, so I didn't say anything.
It's awful for me to say this, but that is one of the most attractive I've ever seen a person in the world. And Linda Blair is above her years in age, and you can fucking hate me, you can call me whatever. Okay. And I'm not saying that it's a sexual attraction, but the way when they do Reagan 2, when Pazuzu is like, there is only one Reagan, and it is Pazuzu, when she has those eyes in there. When she's on the rooftop being an angel, when she's this powerful demon creature, dude, she would have been so fucking attractive.
There's a chance.
In every moment.
I want to make you feel better. There's a chance that she was 18 on this.
Yeah.
You know,
I think she was 17, but.
Yeah, because she was born in 1959. In January of 1959. Okay. I'm trying to bail the water out of the boat.
This movie came out 1 month after Star Wars.
Which was mid-year.
And James Earl Jones was in both of them.
Yeah. That's true.
Who would have thought that it would have been Star Wars that made him famous and not The Exorcist
and not
2?
the crazy locust hat that he wears.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to deny that. I don't fucking care. Crucify me, put me in jail, whatever. If that Linda Blair was ever anywhere near me, I would do anything to be with her. Okay, I'll groom her.
When she's 18. I will groom her.
I won't touch her.
Yeah.
But
you'll wait till this movie releases.
I'm in awe, dude. I loved her performance from every fucking part she was in this movie.
She's great in it.
Linda Blair is my all-time favorite crush.
Yeah.
And she's so fucking fine in this movie. She's so attractive. She is so likable. She is so cool. Whether or not, I don't know what she's doing or why she's letting those priests do that and what those kids were doing in the background.
Oh my God. Yeah.
If you look in the background of that fucking place she was in, they were hitting each other and banging each other and they were turning lights off on these kids reading books.
And you're like, this is a psychiatrist
What kind
office?
of fucking nut job
it
board
was
is
fucking
that?
insane.
Okay, now what else do I like about this movie? You get to see a point of view of a fly.
Oh yeah, the locust. Cool. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's one thing that I thought was really missing during.
Finally, in Exorcist, we get to see a good representation of heaven and good, aside from all the evil. Linda Blair.
Do we, though?
Linda Blair is an awesome demon. She's also an awesome angel.
Yeah.
Those rooftop scenes are actually pretty weird. I still don't know what's going on.
They're kind of cool to me. I really don't like the Africa stuff in this film, though.
It's the one guy.
It's a really chore for me to get through.
Yeah, and him arguing, "Hey, don't worry, guys. I was sent here by the devil." Kill him.
He keeps saying it over and over again.
Saying that, dude.
I flew here once.
Swarms. The soundtrack isn't bad.
No.
One of the most scary things for me in my life is having a repetitive blinking light in my face.
Okay.
And they do that for a good 15 minutes.
A lot. There is a lot. No one knows what this weird apparatus
like a hypnotizing thing to get you into your
Well,
psyche so you can find old repressed evil memories.
But it also
so that you can heal.
But it also can put somebody in your psyche.
None of it fucking makes sense.
It's just such a vast departure from The Exorcist.
Okay. So, Rituals. What was the best part of Rituals? They tied a guy up to a stake and lit him on fire. We have that in this movie.
We kind of have that in this movie. Well, yeah, we have the girl in the beginning, and then the one, or not the one character, but the housekeeper. Was she a housekeeper or a babysitter or whatever?
Light him on fire.
It's just unexplainable.
1977 was all about
oh man, and the fact that they go back to her at the end of the film to like pay homage to that first, Father Karras scene at the end of the first film.
Okay.
Oh man.
Tell me that you didn't laugh your fucking eyes out when Linda Blair was tap dancing in her performance, because what she loved is
rocks.
But although the dude's getting stoned, but they have telepathic.
She's feeling it.
So she's dancing and she's getting hit by rocks, and she's looking great and she's doing a great job. But I laughed, and I thought that was a very. Maybe it was so bad it's good, but
I think that's where this movie falls. I don't think I think the whole like moniker of like one of the worst films ever made, I think it's just people comparing it to the first one, which is not fair to do because it's such an iconic film.
If any of you know me in real life and I'm out at the bar and you can tell that I'm actually drunk, which doesn't happen that often anymore, but if you do it, and if you ask me to do an impression of Linda Blair tap dancing while getting hit by telekinetic stones, I will give it my best shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be.
And then all you have to do is buy me a shot, and I will try that for you. So
I got to see this.
It's out there. It's out there.
I got to see this.
Nate doesn't count for you. It's got to be like a death proof thing.
Damn it. Okay.
You've got to hear us on the radio, and you've got to say, remember that when you talked about Exorcist II.
They're going to call you Butterfly.
Yeah.
Make you dance.
You got to call me Butterfly.
Do you hear me, Butterfly? I want you to dance
I don't
like
know.
Exorcist II.
The movie doesn't make sense, but it's got Reagan in it, dude. Oh, well.
No, it's got Max von Sydow. He comes back without the old man makeup on.
Yeah.
Though, which I thought was a nice touch.
Well,
I really
and then also the see-through Reagan that comes back in her memories that Linda Blair would. I'm never putting that makeup back on again.
Yeah.
So let's just find some other girl and put the makeup on her. I didn't like that wasn't.
I didn't like that either.
Especially when you had Linda Blair right there to be able to do it.
Yeah.
But Linda Blair can do whatever she wants. That is Linda Blair. I love you.
Okay.
I don't care what people think.
Yeah.
Come to a con and I will write you a poem and I will show up and I'll do anything you say, Linda Blair, if you hear this. I like it, man. I like I said, I've watched it 7 times in the last.
I think this is a very fun.
I give it a shot every year. I have the soundtrack at home. I got a special fucking puke colored record. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just that I want to like it so much.
Well, it's not a good film, but it's entertaining as fuck, though.
It's not that bad, dude. I mean,
it's not that good.
And I'm going to give them a pass where I know there was a lot of producers, a lot of people in their face saying, dude, this is the follow-up to The Exorcist.
Yeah.
This is the follow-up to The Exorcist. How do you the most cursed film in the world, one of the most scariest films ever made of all time.
Yeah.
Where do you go with this story? Where would you have gone with Exorcist II?
Not Africa. Not with a plague of locusts.
Not
and a guy that dresses like a not 15 minutes of flashing lights.
I mean, a heart gets ripped out too. Instead of using the power of Christ will condemn you.
Just says no. Fuck
just
that.
Ripped a heart out of a person.
A priest, no less.
It took some risks.
It took a lot of risks. Yeah, including at the box office. But I think that this is it's not as bad as people say.
I think I think it should be higher than 8.
I don't think it should be on this list, but I think it should be watched.
In
and
reference,
I think
this was my 5, and this was your, 29?
No, I don't know if it would be that far down, but it didn't crack my top 15. I'll tell you that much.
Damn you,
I think this is really fun to like bring over like a 6-pack or some maybe weed if that's your thing, and get the boys together.
LSD, fucking if that's your thing.
Yeah,
who
well,
cares?
oh shit, man, that might
need something.
Yeah, with the whole local
it might make
shit.
sense if you take it on shrooms. Watch it on shrooms.
That might
I get it.
Yeah. But yeah, so
I don't think this movie deserves the flack it gets.
I think it deserves some flack, though.
Yeah, it does.
It's
because
not
it's
good.
a follow-up to one of the greatest films of all time.
Yeah. But to be the top 10
if somebody gave me the job to follow up The Exorcist, I don't know what the fuck I would do. Okay, we want to bring Linda Blair back. That was probably why The Exorcist was so good, was it?
No, I think it was William Friedkin's direction. I think it was the guy that played Father
the producer's
Karras.
like, yeah, we're going to bring back Linda Blair. We're going to do whatever. We're going to do anything we can do to get Linda Blair back. We're going to do anything we can do. The religion thing. Well, let's keep it heavy on the religion. But I don't know, man. I'm giving him a little bit of a pass.
That's what I thought.
That is a hard script to write.
And that's what I thought was so interesting about this film, is because they said like, well, it really was depressing and very religious and very negative. So we want to make a more positive movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Like, this is positive? People are just burning left and right and getting hit in the head with rocks. And this is a very bad priest.
Yeah,
he defeats evil by punching through a girl's chest and ripping her heart out. Like,
fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
I don't know, man. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy from the first one. Right. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like what we would have done if somebody was like,
it's probably
like
right.
if instead of going to Suspiria to fucking tap dance, if they were like, hey, do you want to give this whole fucking exorcism thing a shot? I don't know, man. Rip that bitch's heart out.
I agree, dude. I agree.
And not only do you get one Reagan that's beautiful and amazing and sweet and kind, you get another Pazuzu Reagan that is strikingly beautiful and evil and cool.
Oh, with the glowing eye, the cat eyes, pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah. You got a thing for barely 18.
Shut up.
I'm saying barely.
This is one
but she's 18.
exception.
This is.
I like him to be old enough to drink.
Well, I'm knowing Linda Blair's backstory, though.
She was already drinking.
Yeah, she's been drinking.
Her and Drew Barrymore have been through one hell of a childhood.
I don't know if she was too drugs yet, but wasn't far behind this.
But I thought Linda Blair did do great, and I thought a lot of potential. I don't know. But
I can't wait to hear from the listeners if they're going to chime in with love or be like, that is fucked up that The Exorcist II made your top 10.
My number 5.
Your number 5. Wow. Okay.
4 out of 5 stars.
This is what I love about horror. There's something for everyone out there, right?
I'm not the only one that thinks that. I know James A. Janice, famous Dead Meat guy, also champions this film.
Oh. But
I mean, like, Cody doesn't champion it.
But he has to think it's so bad it's good, though, right? Yeah. Which I believe that this film is. It works on that level, the so bad it's good thing.
Just wait. You tell me you don't like Exorcist II, I'll give you the tap dance performance.
Yeah, I can't fucking wait to see that.
It's entertaining.
So I need to be with you.
Better than American Werewolf
in Paris?
Gotta be.
No way.
Sequel. Gotta be a better sequel.
Oh, come on.
I think they both suffer from some of the same problems.
Mitch, help me out on this one.
They both suffer from some of the same problems.
Yeah. Well, they do.
Not Metal Mitch.
The other.
Tales from the
Mitch
Crypt
number
Mitch.
1. Yeah. Tales from the Crypt Mitch.
Watch Exorcist 2 and tell me if this is better than. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's Exorcist 2 at number 8.
I liked this better than the sequel to American Werewolf in London.
Okay. Well, you like what you like.
But I think they both have some of the same problems.
Yeah. And they both have some of the fun stuff in both these films, too.
So bad it's good.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on to number 7, a movie that we have covered before. And which one did we hit this on? Psychedelic, yeah.
Which,
that's right.
You know, if I could go back in time to the psychedelic episode, our list that we chose was a little bit off kilter.
Well,
we were very new. This was like one of our first episodes that we ever did.
Yeah. That was a 420 episode, right?
Number 7, the fucking masterpiece to any person who has had a hard life when it comes to family, depression, suicidal thoughts, or just being down on your luck as a guy.
Yeah.
Eraserhead, David Lynch's first film.
I think so. Let me look that
David
up.
Lynch's
but yeah,
early film, Eraserhead. And this movie gets a lot of praise from a lot of people, but is also totally missed by so many fucking people. It's disturbing. It's nonsensical, but it's a dreamlike fugue state of a guy. All right, let me jump into my notes where I actually explain this a little bit better.
It was his first. He did a lot of shorts, but it was his first real film.
Okay, first of all, first thing I would like to say about Eraserhead, this is the all-time worst date movie of all time.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Never, ever watch this with your girlfriend or wife.
Or if you're trying to get pregnant or things like that. Yeah, that's not great
either. It is very trigger warning, very strangely disturbing, if you can understand it.
I think we did a good analysis on the psychedelic one, though.
The guy with all the craters and the bumps on his face, that was God, right? Pulling a lever on Henry.
I could see that, yeah.
So he pulled the lever and sperm comes out of his mind and starts infecting his life. A thought of having a child.
Yeah.
It's about God, an old gross man, giving him a baby, or more so depression about having a baby, and then Henry contemplating suicide over having to live this life with this woman and a baby that has problems.
A situation he doesn't want to be in. Yeah.
Okay, but it's more complicated than that, and it's also nerving and disturbing. I feel most men have felt this, but David Lynch finds a way to artistically express it in a complicated way.
And a horrifying one at that, too. That baby is horrifying.
I've never wondered if it would have been better if this movie had color, because it's all in black and white. And it has a dreary tone. The way that Henry Spencer walks around, the performance this guy gives on being sad and being depressed, in the rooms and the moving chickens and the way they made the baby look is kind of how his mental illness sees this child.
Yeah.
The way that they project the woman that he was with, the uncomfortableness of the bugs in the bed, the desire for the neighbor lady that's kind of promiscuous or gross, the way that the baby cries.
Oh my God.
This movie fucks with me on such a heavy core. Each time I watch it, I understand a little bit more, and I feel sick to my fucking stomach. The baby monster is unloved and gets murdered.
Yeah. It's brutal.
But Henry sees it as suffering and kind of, oh my God.
Yeah. And that's what's so beautiful about this is that it preys on like adulthood fears, being trapped in a relationship you don't want to be in. Yeah. Being in a relationship you don't want to be in.
Living your life for someone else when you don't want to, when you haven't fulfilled yourself yet.
Having a child fears, even where they live is so shitty. So it's like, I got to find a nice place to live.
And now this child is going to suffer,
do all this stuff.
And I'm going to feel guilty.
Yeah.
And oh my God. And they're like the song, the absolute banger in the middle of this movie, In Heaven, that came out of nowhere, which is the thought of his wife before she had the baby taunting him to kill himself.
Yeah. It's heavy. This is a heavy film. Yeah.
Fuck, man. One of my all-time favorite artists of all time. I've met him. I've opened for him. Cory, Sadistic. He took that In Heaven song and on his Sadistic and No album, Phantom Limbs, made a song called Heaven. It's the last track on his album, and he samples this and he tells the story of Eraserhead. You should check that out. It's called In Heaven by Sadistic. You'll fucking love it. There's tons of references to the movie. Man, I've seen this movie, I think 5 times now. And each time I watch this, I like this so much better because I understand it more.
Yeah.
I am a father. I have had children and I have not had children.
Yeah.
chose to not have children, and I have felt this way.
Yeah.
And God, it rocks me to the core. And after I watch this movie, like usually I'm like, oh, I watch a good movie and I'm like, I want to watch another one. You know what I mean? It's like a drug. I need to not watch a movie. I need to not do anything.
After this
I
one?
need to sit in my thoughts and feel bad for myself for a little bit. This movie is so beautifully depressive that it is pure art, and the reason that they put it in the Curitan collection along with another movie on this list.
The Curitan, there's your
Criterion.
Criterion.
Fucking A, man. Maybe I'm like dyslexic or something.
Not even reading.
Just remembering letters. But such a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
And I used to never say this because he has so many great films, but
I think this is my favorite.
Best?
Yeah. I think so too. I feel like
it's so pure in his. I mean, obviously he's a little uncontrolled in this one.
When I first saw it, I was maybe like 20 years old.
And you didn't
right?
love it the first time, though.
I didn't. It's like, well, that's a fuck up movie, right? But you don't get it. The older you get, and if you keep watching this and how it preys on the fears of being an adult, whether you're going through a family, whether you're trying to provide for a family, whether you're having a kid for the first time,
or you're thinking you're not good enough to do this.
It preys on all those fears in the most artistically beautiful and horrifying way. And it makes, there's something more to unpack as you get older as you watch this film.
Knock this movie out of your head by watching a Jim Carrey movie.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't. And unfortunately, and fortunately, it resonates the older you get and the more you watch it too. And that's what's so great about this movie. And this is like maybe the third or fourth time I've seen this movie.
Okay, yeah.
And it's really hitting home more and more every time I see it.
Every time, yeah.
And
I don't know. Do you think chicks will like this movie?
I think
because it is.
I think it's very universal, though. I mean, like, it preys on a lot of the fears of growing up and, like, oh, you have all these like dreams or wants and stuff that you want. You want a family, you want a wife, you want a husband, you want a house, you want money, you want financial stability. It preys on all of those worries of adulthood, and it's so like,
what if a companion film to this and you do it from the perspective of Henry Spencer's baby mama?
I think it's got to be the same, though. I mean, this is so
be the same film.
I think it's very universal. Yes, the main character is a man, and you're going through more of those, and I think it might be slightly more relatable as a man.
More men abandon families, or
I think we deal
in this situation.
Yeah, I think we deal with things a little bit different than women
have
do.
a natural nurturing, but she abandons this child as well.
She does, and that's why I think the issues in this film that the character is going through, Henry, is very relatable to a woman as well. So I think it does it bridges.
So it is universal.
Yeah, I do.
It bridges nightmare.
It bridges gender. I think this is just the fear of adulthood and everything that comes with it, and it's crazy how well it's done. On a lighter note,
how cool does Henry Spencer look with that haircut?
Yeah. Yeah.
But not to lower it down. This movie is fucking brilliant.
It is.
Maybe not pleasurable.
No, but if you
Brilliant.
can also take a step back from its themes and go like, what David Lynch is pulling off in this film, and like how he's like telling the story of all these things, it's fucking brilliant.
Brilliant.
It really is.
Brilliant.
And the fact that it's only at number 7, which is just kind of crazy.
Well, I mean, I think this borders. It is definitely horror. I have decided that this is a horror film.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think its content is maybe not suited so well for horror movies of 1977. It more stands out as a film. As so
like
many Lynch films don't like Lost Highway. You don't even consider a horror film.
I don't. No.
It's more of like a psychological mind fuck. So I think that I had it as my number 6, but
it couldn't have been that far off from me either, though.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But amazing film, very horrifying in a very real, serious way that it takes a lot of time and patience to understand.
Yeah.
But if this could change someone's life.
It could. It could. Or it could just make you appreciate good cinema. And this is good cinema.
Also can make you maybe appreciate your life too if things
That's
as
true.
bad as Henry Spencer.
Or maybe the things that we've accomplished in our lives.
This movie could make you want to unalive yourself, or it could make you.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we take a positive spin on this. Maybe this makes you feel accomplished and proud of the things that you have accomplished. If you're raising a family, or you're doing, you
made it
beat some
through
of
what
these
Henry
struggles.
Spencer could not.
Yeah, and maybe it'll make you appreciate the things that you have and been taking.
You don't have to feel like your head's just laying there on the floor.
Yeah. Right. Okay, well that is.
Why did they call it Eraserhead?
Because I would assume it's a haircut, right? Because it looks like a pencil eraser.
No, it's that scene where the baby's coming out of and his head falls to the fucking ground, and the baby starts coming out of his neck.
Oh, that's
you don't
why?
remember that scene?
Yeah, well, I remember
he erased
it.
his head. The baby erased his head and made him unable to enjoy.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's
a cool name though.
It is a cool name. It's a cool movie.
All right, number 6.
Yeah. This one is a very surprising one for me. I get more and more.
Like you're surprised that you liked it?
I'm surprised I like it as much. And
Are you
I'm
surprised that it's where it is?
No, definitely not. Because I think that this is a quality movie. And this is The Sentinel, which is basically a young woman moves into an apartment in which a building is a gate to hell, pretty much. And what I consider this movie to be is essentially The Shining in an apartment building.
Yes. And
Doesn't it feel like
came
that?
out the same year that the book came out, and a lot of people actually compare this to him. But
Stephen King's book?
Stephen King's
The Shining. Yeah, The Shining.
book
Okay.
came out this year, and this film came out, and a lot of people think that this movie... But let me talk about the cast, okay?
This is my favorite cast. This is what I referenced earlier.
Chris Sarandon. You want me to butcher these names?
I'll
John
help you.
Carradine.
Yeah. He used to play Dracula back in the Universal horror
Beverly
days.
D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken. Fucking the photographer Jeff Goldblum, right?
Jeff Goldblum, yep.
Who else? I mean, those are the people that...
Burgess Meredith. It was the...
Ava Gardner?
Ava Gardner, yeah. There's Jerry Orbach was on Law and Order for the longest time. It's Tom Berenger was there, too.
The man at the end.
Yeah, he didn't really have a name, but I mean, like, there's
William Hickey. I've seen him in other.
Oh,
shit.
sure, absolutely, yeah. There's a bunch of people in this, and it's directed by Michael. I think it's Weiner, but I'm gonna call him Winner because that's how it's spelled.
Weiner.
Michael Weiner. But no, I think it's Michael Winner, even though it might be pronounced Weiner. But anyway, Michael Winner did a lot of the Death Wish films, if not all of them. Mm-hmm. But the first Death Wish movie is such a great, gritty exploitation action film too. And he is in his prime back in the 70s before he starts doing like the campy action films and whatnot. And you could tell that a lot of people just wanted to work with him on this, and that's why he has such a fucking amazing cast.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, I don't really know how to explain it any more than it really feels like The Shining in an apartment building.
And better, because what's
better
so cool
than The
about...
Shining?
Well, no, but
Okay.
a better setting. Why do we like haunted apartment films better than haunted house films? All the fucking characters and all the possibilities of all the apartment rooms.
The people that come and
a
go.
hotel room also has
Hotel,
characters.
yeah. Hold on.
Beverly D'Angelo, I think this might have been one of her first films or her first fucking film.
It's gotta be, yeah.
Oh my God. The most hot and uncomfortable, unsettling scene in the world. How she made masturbating in a yoga outfit scary and uncomfortable.
It was so uncomfortable.
But also hot.
What do you girls do? We grope each other.
Fondle each other.
We fondle each other.
We fondle each other.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Crazy cast. Not bad creature effects, and they waited off. I remember my first complaint when I was done with this movie is like, why didn't they have more of that sooner?
Mm-hmm. The first half of this film is slowly paced. Yes,
like in Jaws. It's better to save it for a shebang. It did have it lurking in the background, and they had the guy up in the window, which was very scary. A blind guy constantly staring at you no matter what. I'm not moving into that apartment.
Yeah.
Well, I am. I am, because it's hard to find a decent apartment. If you could get me that apartment for that price, $400.
Well, right, yeah, that's a nice one. You'd put up with your
the blind guy, that
the dead ghost dad coming back and slicing off his nose.
But when the creature effects do come, man, pretty cool, pretty gruesome. Felt classic yet revolutionary, like real.
Yeah, it felt real
for the effects of the time, but it also kind of paid homage to like the Mummy and shit. I felt like it looked really cool. There is a really good transfer of this film. It looks very crisp. It looks very fun. I bought this film.
Oh, you bought it?
Digitally.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
The acting is awesome, especially from those big partners. And Christopher Walken, steal your heart. This is like early Christopher Walken too. He just plays
Jeff
like
Goldblum
a random
as well.
cop.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff, I actually didn't believe it was him, and I was like, I just said, "Oh, that guy looks like Jeff Goldblum," and I went on with the movie. And then it wasn't until I was doing research, and I was like, "That fucking was Jeff Goldblum."
Well, and he was working at this time because he's in Death Wish too.
Oh, okay.
He plays a rapist scumbag in that one too. Yeah, if you can believe Jeff Goldblum is
Death Wish 2
or Death Wish TOO. So the first Death Wish, he plays a rapist scumbag.
Okay.
And
a while.
but yeah, it was and then
so
he's
other
tied
thing,
in with Michael
we
Winner.
didn't really talk about the main character, but
Christina
Beverly
Raines.
D'Angelo kind of. That's all I could think about it once I saw Beverly D'Angelo.
Yeah,
it's like holy shit, and naked. And I'm never gonna watch National Lampoon's the same. Okay.
It's
holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit. But I felt so fucking bad for her psychosis.
The main character,
she was
Christina
such
Raines.
an intelligent, independent, strong character
Yeah.
that was losing her mind, and everybody was like, "How are you losing your mind?" But she was going through some shit that nobody fucking believed, and I actually really felt strongly for her, and I thought that this was an amazing performance.
Yeah, I agree, and it tests people's faith. You know, gets into a little bit of a religion, but it also is just a terrifying psychological horror too. And yes,
I didn't think I was gonna like this movie as much as I did,
especially when you're going through the first half and things are a little bit slower, and it's building that story, and that's fine. But you get to the end,
I was like, "Oh fuck, I gotta watch this whole movie for one good part." But I actually,
there's a lot of good parts
back
in that.
In retrospect, the whole movie was great.
Yeah, it really pays off at the end. You get all the goods,
and this one where pacing is great, unlike The New Crow.
Yeah,
it was good pacing, and it didn't. It built up at a perfect thing.
Yeah, and you do get it paid off, and you don't have to wait all the way to
better
the
than
end.
the Night Flyer.
You know what? Okay. Well,
remember
no, I agree.
All
I
that
agree.
happens
It's better
in
than
the end, and it was like we didn't even need the beginning for that end. But
no,
this movie,
I
you
agree. It's
almost
better
do
than Night
need
Flyer.
the beginning.
You do. You do. The build-up's strong. You do get some things throughout the movie, though, that are creepy.
That'll keep you hanging on.
But the chaos of the ending where you're just like, holy shit, like she can't go anywhere without creepy shit happening.
Yeah.
And it's crazy mindfuck stuff.
yeah.
It's not like, it's not just like someone's a jump scare here or there. It's like, oh, here's an obese naked woman with a rat for some reason. That's,
The title, what is a Sentinel?
She would be the guard of that gate of hell or something like that.
So a Sentinel is a guard.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
that's how they refer to it.
I'm not familiar with the word.
No, I think
I was like, oh, the Centennial.
Yeah, I believe you said it that way. Yeah, for sure. But no, the
Sentinel.
Sentinel's a guard.
I don't know what that word means.
And I think it's references the end where we get the guard of that gate of hell. Which is what the blind, all that guy. I want to.
That's a cooler word, maybe.
But the Sentinel, I don't think has been seen by enough people.
What's the definition of Sentinel?
Oh, you don't trust me.
I'm gonna do. A soldier or guard whose job is to stand and keep watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so we did figure out this movie.
A thing that acts as an indicator of the presence of disease.
Yeah, that would also work in this situation.
So I like the title better now.
But I do think that this is kind of underseen by a lot of people. And this is one
the first time watch for me.
Buy on digital. I own the Scream Factory Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure they're the same print. Yeah. Both look great. Definitely a buy. And I don't think that it's very expensive.
Awesome green color on the front.
Fuck yeah.
There's something about that shade of green.
That poster
I want to
really
know
good.
exactly what shade of green that is, and I want to use that. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's like a yellow green.
It's like a puke
Yeah, it is puke.
Green.
It is puke. Yeah,
It's like a fluorescent puke green.
Yep. So yeah, that is the Sentinel. I don't want to say too much about it because I think the hook right there. It's The Shining in an apartment, and it will give you those vibes. Yeah, it's great. So let's move on to our number 5, a movie that we covered on our George Romero episode, and one of my personal favorites of his, and that is Martin.
Maybe you like it a little too much.
I think I like it. Yeah, this was my number 2 on my top 10. Yeah. I think Martin.
This is my number 9.
This was.
So we were opposite on our 10s list.
This is one of my favorites of George Romero's film. It's basically a guy that a boy's coming of age story who may or may not be a vampire.
Do you see him as a boy?
He's like
young man,
18.
Yeah,
18, 19. But yeah, he may or may not be a vampire. He thinks he is. A lot of people don't. His uncle definitely, I think it's his uncle. Yeah.
Nosferatu, you fuck.
Yeah, he thinks he is. But
which I think actually the uncle is quite a villain in this film. I think that a big part of Martin's psychosis has a lot to do with him. Okay, so I've read this book called Werewolf Magic, okay? And it's all about becoming a spiritual werewolf, howling at the moon, convincing yourself, choosing to be a werewolf, doing acts spiritually to connect yourself more with nature, the moon, and your animal instinct. Okay. And in this thing, it's like a modernized of real werewolves. These people who have spiritually connected to the moon and to being werewolves, and their body changing, their life changing, their physical attributes changing and stuff. And this is kind of the vampire version of that. And I actually think that this is brilliant if he's not a real vampire.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, if he is a real vampire, then this movie sucks.
Well, yes and no.
He's
but
the shittiest vampire in the world.
But this movie doesn't draw a conclusion on that, right? He has flashbacks, sure, but he also has no fangs. He can go out in sunlight. He, how he kills people is pretty brutal, especially in the beginning of this film.
Very psycho killer. Yeah, I actually.
But you like him. He's such a sweet man.
I don't.
You don't like Martin in this film. Oh, I think he's phenomenal.
No, I think his performance is great.
He's very sympathetic.
But here's the thing. I don't like Stalker Martin in the train, like the train scene, the way
right in the
he
beginning.
Kills. Yeah. It made me dislike the character.
It's dirty.
Okay. And then his thought process, his quietness, his weird sexual shy obsession does not make me like this character. I do think John Amplas did a great job as the character.
Yeah.
And the only I think time where I'm like, okay, Martin's cool is when he's fucking with his uncle and he puts the fangs in and he paints his face white and he has the costume on.
Oh, see, I think it's really
but I don't think he's a good guy.
Obviously not. He's killing people, right?
But I think a lot of people that kill people are cool. I don't think he's cool. Like if I met Martin, this character.
No, he's a nerd. He's kind of a recluse. Yeah. You wouldn't fight him.
I would fight him.
You wouldn't fight him.
If he was at the bar and he was giving me that same shit,
he wouldn't be at the bar though. You'd be.
He might be hunting at the bar.
But anyway, what I find, that's one of my favorite parts though, is the beginning of this film because he does something. Scene? Well. Yes, but as it plays into the story, because he does something so awful in the beginning where you're like, this guy's a fucking psychopath. Yeah. And then by the time you get to the end of the film.
It starts off almost like a Last House on the Left.
It does. And by the time you get to the end of this film, though, I felt great sympathy for Martin's character because I had grown. And that's what I think is so brilliant about it is that this guy's despicable. And then the entire movie just sets up this horribly sympathetic character. Humanizing him to a great degree. And then you feel terrible by the time the ending comes around. And it's such a gut punch. And I don't really want to give too much away.
The only reason but it feels I felt terrible was because I disliked the uncle more than him. But I did dislike both characters.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think this is one of George Romero's best human told stories, character zombie. Stories. No. I meant
his best non-zombie film.
Best character study that he's ever done. And we have great films. Obviously, Dawn of the Dead's my favorite film of all time. We have these epic, epically told stories. This is a very smaller story, but it's so fucking well told. I mean, it's so well written.
It might be his best character study. I think I'll agree with you there.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to talk shit about Martin. I know you're very sensitive about Martin and how much you like Martin. And I did actually have the pleasure.
Yeah, this is my Exorcist
I did
too.
actually have the pleasure of
meeting him
thanks to our old co-host, Victoria. She became very obsessed with this guy. He's a very nice guy and very sweet.
Yeah, very sweet man.
I want to thank you and her for the opportunity to have, because I did enjoy this film much more thinking about the
how
memory
cool he was.
of meeting him and everything.
That was a great trip.
Because I actually kind of anti-championed this film for a while, where if I'm watching all of the George A. Romero movies, do I give a fuck about this serial killer movie that he made in between his zombie films? I mean, obviously this isn't Dawn of the Dead or Night of the Living Dead, but
No.
it is a good film.
It's a quality film.
You do have, give me a better transfer.
Well, sure. I have it on 4K actually.
And it does look good?
Second Sight, yeah, they actually did a great job restoring
It's
it.
still on Tubi, and I'm still watching the Tubi transfer.
And that's awesome because it was totally unavailable. There was a DVD copy, and it was a shitty kind of copy, and I think that's probably the one that's on Tubi right now. But yeah, I think it was just really grainy. The 4K transfer from Second Sight, 4Ks are region free. So, I mean, you could pick it up and that's what I got it because I love this movie. And, I think I don't know. I think this is one of the best written movies that George Romero has done. Even though I love other George Romero films ever, this, like, for just the whole taking this horrible human being, possibly, or is he a vampire, and then making him feel so sympathetic at the end, and that the whole
my favorite
in
part,
this coming of age story, it's just it's crazy. It's crazy how well he told it.
My favorite part about this film that I did not catch the first time I watched this movie is the conversations he had with the radio DJ, where he's talking about how everybody's got it wrong about a vampire. We don't need to do it every night. We don't need to do it here or there. We just do it sometimes.
Yeah.
And that whole dynamic of interviewing a guy that truly thinks he's a vampire. And I'm going to say it right now. He's not a fucking vampire. He's a guy that thinks he's a vampire because if I imagine him as a real vampire, he's the wackest vampire on the fucking planet. But if I think about it in the respects of a person that's crazy who is truly starting to believe that he's a vampire because of abuse from his uncle.
Sure.
And I've been when I was young, I was told by a lot of people that I was bad, that I was no good, that I was a criminal.
It affects you.
I was that, and it fucked with me, and it made me think that I was a bad person, and it changed the course of my life. And I think about that as abuse. And if you think about that, it is more of a coming age character study, and I like it in that fact. But if he's a vampire, and then you're telling me George A. Romero wrote the lamest vampire story of all fucking time. It's hard for me.
He never puts a period at the end of the sentence.
But I'm just saying he's not here to speak for it.
Yeah.
But I think that he's not a vampire.
I mean, he does drink blood. And if you, as a human, if you drink blood, you get very sick. Yeah. And he doesn't get sick. But yeah, I don't know. It's up to the interpretation. I like the whole psychological angle too. Yeah. I think that's more fascinating for the story, but I also like the open-endedness too.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is probably a little seen movie too, like the Sentinel is, and I've championed this one for years. I think it is a heartbreaking story, and it's definitely one of the more unique vampire stories. His
cousin got away.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the two shitty people in the family died at the end.
Well, that's like your opinion,
scene.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you didn't want to ruin that, but
how it comes about too is just it's something.
Just the way he screams Nosferatu.
I would definitely check it out too, especially if you're looking for more of like a very dramatic vampire story. It's great. All right, so that's Martin at number 5. If you want to hear more about it, we covered it in the Romero episode as well. Number 4 is a David Cronenberg film, as he's coming alive.
David Cronenberg's second film, his follow-up to Shivers, that was paid for by Canadian taxes.
Yeah, and it's
they're pissed about
it's
that.
Armpit Dick, aka Rabid.
Armpit Dick, yeah. Cronenberg's second movie, I think. So here, We argued over the last film being a vampire film or not. Is this a vampire film?
I could see that. This is a form of vampire.
I think in a sense he wanted to change the vampire lore in a really weird body horror kind of way.
It is gross.
I've got a hot take for you.
Okay.
Before I get to that, I'm going to say my other notes. Adult film star Marilyn Chambers is excellent in this. What a fucking good idea. Something about her acting chops not being perfect even made this character better.
Yeah.
Because it matched the slimy, gritty,
especially with
sense
that
of Cronenberg.
psychosexual.
It almost made it feel a little bit more like a porn movie, like you were watching something wrong, having a forbidden actress in there. Double the budget of Shivers, and you can see it actually too.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the early body horror films that almost started the fucking genre, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, Shivers and this, I can't think of too many other ones.
Amazing camera work and sets and visual display. It really, you can see the film, you know, like the film grit, the texture. The texture of this film is so rich. It blows my mind. Cronenberg himself said, this is not about AIDS. This is not a sexual drama.
I don't think so either.
They say that about everyone thinks. But here's the thing, that the hot take that I really want to say.
Okay.
Cronenberg deserves some of George A. Romero's credit for modernizing horror films into the modern day, taking it out of the castles in the Stone Ages in the old time.
Sure.
I think David Cronenberg and George A. Romero had a very similar filmmaking thing. I think
different ways of going about it.
George A. Romero was a little bit more PC, or Cronenberg was kind of like the gross little cousin that took things further than Romero did. But I see so much of their filmmaking in each other, and George A. Romero gets so much credit of being this 70s guy that was one of the godfathers of horror, but Cronenberg doesn't.
Cronenberg gets a lot of credit, though, but what they're both really great at is that social commentary.
Right.
And capturing that in a real life thing, you know, with an interesting, maybe classic approach to it as well, you know.
David Cronenberg's the NC-17 version of fucking George A. Romero.
I can see that, yeah.
And I just,
he's the sexy version of Romero.
Oh, God.
Maybe.
Dude, Cronenberg is, I know he does get a lot of credit, but he is still underrated. I mean, granted, his newest films...
The fact that he's churning out this at the beginning of his career and still goes on to do another, 20 years of pretty decent stuff.
Like, and his vision.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pre-Scanners, too.
With the exception of maybe his son now. Who has ever been able to match the imagination? Maybe Lynch. Maybe...
Lynch, I think, is a good one.
Maybe Fincher. I don't know. But maybe probably not even say that.
Yeah.
But... yeah, dude, bro, Cronenberg.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant.
Yeah. And no one's,
Nobody saw it coming.
I don't think anyone's been able to keep up either.
I said Canada.
Canada
has a fucking diamond in the rough that they
that's their national treasure.
They should have been holding him over their head in a chair, but instead they were,
I agree,
kind of like, fuck you for making that offensive film for so long. Just because he wasn't afraid to mix sex and violence the way that he did.
And he does it so well, too, to where it's so uncomfortable. It's like, oh, this is getting sexy. Oh, no, it's not.
You had this one really high, too. What did you love about this film so much?
I mean, everything that we were just been talking about, too. It's just such an interesting take to take that. Yeah, I mean, you could look at it an AIDS parable. I don't. I think it's more of just like being promiscuous and the dangers that go with that, but also...
Well, I think he took, with Shivers, he took the zombie genre and flipped it upside down.
Yeah.
And then in this one, he took
I think he's taken the vampire one,
and he flipped it upside down.
I agree.
Made it super sexual and super...
I love Marilyn Chambers, who is at her prime in her porn career pretty much in this, because like it just brings a whole nother level of reality.
That hot tub scene.
To it. Yeah. And then
to take someone wet and put them in a freezer.
Yeah. Well, and what I also love about it is
that was a freezer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, aside from Eraserhead, which is like the weirdest movie I think on our list tonight, Rabid is.
It's hard to explain.
It's hard and it's easy too, but it's so unique versus anything that we're going to be talking about tonight or anything we have talked about tonight.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what you get from Cronenberg's films. I love Shivers. I think Rabid is the more polished version of Shivers, though.
Yeah, perhaps.
You know, and I think that
you think Rabid's better than Shivers, though?
I do. Yeah,
you do.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. This one grosses me out more.
Yeah,
I think I don't like that armpit. Man, I really don't. Yeah. It's probably not my most favorite Cronenberg film, but it's got to be up there.
Mouth, but yeah, could you imagine somebody just all you got to do is slightly hug somebody?
Yeah, right. So
I got pinched,
and that's what I think is so brilliant about this movie is that any intimacy could hurt you, even though intimacy is a good thing, right? Whether it's sex, whether it's hugging, whatever that may be. I think to take something that's normally a positive and just put it on its head like this film does in such an interesting way, it's fucking awesome. It's really awesome.
Dude, Rabid is cool, and for any of you that haven't seen it,
must see.
The
for
cover
David
art
Cronenberg films
is
too.
Striking, shocking. Whoa, what am I getting here? And I remember the first time I watched it, which was a long time ago. I had no idea what I was getting myself in for, and this was before I really got turned on to like 70s. I used to push away the 70s. And be like 80s or higher. But this is one of those beautifully captures a time beautifully, but also
still relevant.
Timed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
timeless.
Where there's certain movies that are like maybe our number 2 tonight is maybe hard to take out of its time and put it in a newer time. This movie feels relevant today. And even the way he did the phone calls.
Yeah.
The intimacy of the fucking conversations.
Well, it's done so well, and the fact that it's Cronenberg's second movie is kind of just mind blowing.
Yeah,
he's dialed in.
He
at
was
this
meant
point.
to do this filmmaking.
Yep, he definitely was. All right, well, that's Rabid at number 4. Number 3 is also a movie that we've talked about before, but this is a crazy movie that needs to be talked about again, and that's House.
Well, and then on the last movie, you said, aside from Eraserhead, this is the most out there.
Yeah, you're right.
Film.
I take that all back. I take that all back. But this one feels different than, any other movie that,
It doesn't even feel like a movie sometimes.
That's true. It feels like an acid trip, but that's House or Hausua. And that is the Japanese horror comedy horror. I don't really know.
Oh yeah.
But it is a nightmare fuel type of movie in the most beautiful and weirdest way possible.
And maybe the most ahead of the time film ever made, aside from Wizard of Oz, which we talked about before.
Sure. Yeah.
This thing goes to places that no movie still to this day has had the guts to do or to express or to say.
Yeah.
The music is repetitive and annoying, but maybe part of his psychosis to make you feel not okay. It is the most cult Japanese cult film ever made.
Well, I think this has got to be the most cult film ever made.
When you say cult film, this is
it's got to be up there. Yeah,
because everybody had to hate this and then just realize that this is.
But I don't know how you can hate this because it doesn't make a bit of sense. It's so fucking weird. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
We could make sense of it.
You can try. But I think you're just drawing lines that I think that this is just supposed to be this nightmare fuel of just a whole bunch of scenes
of a girl coming of age and trying to accept the fact of her dad getting and replacing her mother.
Which the director pulled a lot from his.
Wasn't this written by his daughter who was?
He would ask his
11 years old or something.
Yeah, it was a preteen daughter. And he said
to an 11-year-old
pretty much because he would go to his preteen daughter and say, "Hey, what do you think is scary?" And she would pull stuff from her nightmares.
Yeah.
And he just basically put it on screen. And
Dad, I don't want to go to
that.
piano practice anymore because I got ate by the piano.
Yeah, because of the piano ate my fingers.
I put that in there. Yeah. I've always been afraid that I was going to get turned into a watermelon and all my friends would eat me.
Yeah.
Oh, let's put that in the movie.
Yeah. Wouldn't be
sometimes I'm worried about my best friend's head getting severed and biting me in my own ass.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
put that in a movie.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. It's the most random and unexpected. You never know what's coming next. You could never guess.
And you never will.
You could never. There's no human being that could be like, I've got this figured out.
Yeah.
But what is your favorite fruit, by the way?
What is my favorite fruit? Bananas.
Bananas. Banana.
Yeah, this is just a surreal nightmare.
So the old lady
thing.
is the cat and becomes gorgeous?
I don't know.
And the old lady is her aunt who died in the haunted house, but also takes the figure of the cat to get closer to her victims, and then she can possess anyone in her bloodline or something. My two favorite characters are Kung Fu and the piano.
Kung Fu is amazing. Yes.
How she can kick without her top part of her body.
Yes. Right. Or when she's kung fuing all the wood.
No.
Yeah.
And I mean, but nobody wants the cat to be the bad guy.
Well, no, but yeah, I don't know how we could ever explain this film. I know many people haven't been able to, but it is a visual treat. It is madness on screen. We've talked about
the editing is revolutionary.
Yeah, and we talked about it in great detail. What episode was that?
The psychedelic episode.
The psychedelic, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because this honestly feels like an acid trip.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can rationalize stuff, but I really don't think that I've heard stories of like, well, this is a surrealist take on the horrors of the atomic bomb getting dropped in Hiroshima and stuff like that. And it's like,
no, it's an 11-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Worst.
That's the thing is like, you can draw parallels, whatever you want to this film, but I honestly believe this guy was just like, let's put some crazy stuff on the screen too.
Yeah.
That doesn't need to make sense.
Well, I think that was the editors. I think they had more of a cohesive film, and then the editors were like, okay, if we want to make this work,
I don't know.
We need to take some really crazy...
Because wouldn't he do like surreal commercials and stuff like that beforehand, this director? And
I mean, that was just a guess. I'm not saying...
But there's like in all of its chaos and non-linear storytelling and all this stuff, there's still brilliance to it. Like, it's not...
Well, that's a question I have asked here. Could it be better if it made more sense?
I don't think so. I think you're going to rob it of its charm.
Yeah.
Because this is just such a, like, and when I watch this film, there's some movies like Eraserhead where I'm like, okay, I'm figuring this out and I'm taking it to that deeper level.
And it does start to make more sense. But if you watch this on a second time, you're like, no, whatever I thought this was is not that.
There's that. And,
very random.
And this is probably like the third or fourth time I've seen this film now too. And it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't want to figure it out. I just want to enjoy what I'm seeing on the screen because it's just so fucking crazy. And it's like, it's a big comedy. It's a big comedy. We can agree on that though, right?
Yeah. The comedy does.
The girls are called gorgeous, kung fu.
The comedy does overtake the horror.
Yeah, I think so.
But okay. So
it's downright silly sometimes.
I was actually invested in the characters, but at the same time, I couldn't tell the difference between the characters. But the naming and the personalities to match with the name made me really want to figure out these characters.
Yeah.
And I liked all of them. I loved the group dynamic. It felt like I was watching The Breakfast Club at the same time, like a Japanese breakfast club. I might say that it is my favorite Japanese film period of all time.
It's definitely the most rewatchable of some of the ones that we've covered.
And then I'm going to say one thing that I've never said that I never thought that I would say. And I will say this: give me an American remake.
Wow, you want that?
I want it.
I don't think anyone's going to come close to capturing the craziness on the screen.
It's going to be about as hard as writing the script to Exorcist II.
Yeah, I guess.
But
Exorcist II was bad.
Because it was so hard to do.
Yeah.
There's a good chance it's going to suck.
But you don't need a script with this film, though.
But out of all the Japanese remakes, American remakes...
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's going to figure out how to do
this. Why not option this? HBO owns it.
Yeah.
It's on HBO Max.
There is. I would definitely recommend, because this is a movie that you can watch time and time again, and not for I can't say it's 100% enjoyable because it's just
Is the skeleton a character? Why is it always in the
it's
background?
always dancing.
In the background.
But there's a certain level of insanity that you need to accept in this film going into it, but it is endlessly rewatchable to me.
Trauma, maybe inspired by it. I never heard Lloyd Kaufman talk about it, but I bet you he loves this movie.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. But there's a level of insanity that I don't think is matched in many films at all.
No, it kind of the randomness and the unexpectedness and the sheer confusion, and it reminds me of like Terra Firma or.
Yeah, but even that has more story than this one.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. But this is just so surreal. I mean, I
watched this with my daughter.
Right?
Yeah. I watched this with my daughter, and I was like, dude, this is going to be the weirdest movie you've ever seen. I promise you this is going to be the weirdest movie, but if you have an open mind and you watch this, I think you're going to smile. I think you're going to laugh. And, I think she gave it like a 4.5 on her Letterboxd. And...
yeah,
hot dog, man. I mean, it's for everyone. And then she started reading about it because she wanted to try to figure it out. And I'm like, don't try to figure it out. And then she found out somebody her age kind of wrote it.
Well, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
She kind of dug it.
She definitely had a lot of inspiration on this. Yeah, there's a beautiful Criterion collection Blu-ray, DVD.
I have it.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. It comes with a booklet and... all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And then it has like extra bonus short films by the creator that don't make sense either.
Well, and I would recommend checking this out and picking up a copy of this because they're still available. But this is one of those movies that you don't just watch once. You just want to keep going back to the well to see the craziness
This
of
is
it.
a movie you should probably... And there's those movies that you watch every year that are fantastic movies.
Yeah.
This is one of those movies you watch every time you meet someone that hasn't seen this movie.
Yeah. It's really surrealist
Wait,
art.
you haven't seen The Toxic Avenger? Sit down.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Wait, you haven't seen House? Not the 80s one, the 70s one?
Yeah.
The Japanese one? You haven't seen it? Sit down.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
you're going to want to show this
to
every one of your friends.
Watch their brain melt right in front of you. All right, well, that was House at number 3. Moving on to one we haven't covered yet on this podcast, and that's kind of weird to say, but that's the original Wes Craven directed Hills Have Eyes at number 2.
Yeah.
This is
kind of Wes Craven's second film as well.
Yeah, after
following up from
Last House on the Left.
Last House on the Left, there's a little bit of a space between there too.
Yeah.
And you can see the young, vile, mean-spirited, insane Wes Craven, but you can also see him transitioning into a classic American fucking director, Wes Craven. You can literally see him kind of grow up in the middle of this film into a shock horror director, into a
definitely
fucking masterful, maybe one of the greatest American directors of all fucking time. Fucking mad respect to you, Wes Craven. I forgot how much I loved this fucking movie. This movie is so entertaining, so atmospheric, so fucking scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it is very scary, and it still
Did you know
maintains its 70s.
Sean Cunningham was his like go-to partner in this
backer,
too,
yeah.
before Friday the 13th.
It still maintains its 70s gritty grindhouse charm, though. You know, it's not too polished by any means.
No.
But
you can almost taste the sand from the desert when you watch this film.
You definitely can. Yeah. So this is about a family that does not heed a gas station attendant's warning and goes into the middle of the desert.
Road.
Yeah.
Don't go off the road.
Just keep going.
I ain't got no gas anyways.
And they drive to the middle of a desert/nuclear testing site, and they encounter some hill people and break down.
First they break down. And the cool thing about this film is this is before it had to be a group of teenagers.
Yes.
This is not a group of random
friends.
friends.
This is an American family.
This is a family.
Yep.
A family with a baby. With young people, with old people, with relationships, in a camper, and that dynamic shows if you're sick of fucking teens getting fucking knocked off, which is kind of maybe the reason why the sequel's not great, but could you imagine being in this situation? And honestly, it's like the Griswold. What really should have happened to the Griswolds in Vacation?
Yeah, this is the anti-Vacation.
It's what a fucking terrifying experience without your cell phones, without your OnStars. I mean,
yeah, you're trapped in the middle of the desert, and then there's something attacking you in very brutal ways. There's some savagery in this. Another person burnt alive at the stake.
Yeah.
Some sexual assault. There's baby kidnapping. There's some
rape. There's animal death.
Yep.
There's multiple pet deaths, Erica.
Yes.
A bird and a dog.
Yeah. There's some. Yeah. There's one comes back. A dog is a main character in this film, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's and then you get the fantastically weird Papa Jupiter, as well as what's his face?
Dee Wallace's first movie.
Michael Berryman as Pluto, which is just a naturally...
You know him from the Rob Zombie films and from so many films.
Yeah.
He always gets a weird science, mongoloid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Such a sweet guy, and his personality does shine through in his character. He is almost like the lovable hillbilly fucking inbred, whatever the hell it is. The backstory of how they got there is pretty far-fetched, but whatever. We'll chalk that up to early writing.
There's not a lot of sense to it, but whatever.
Dee Wallace's first movie, and maybe my favorite performance of her. And I mean, she was
over the Howling.
I didn't like her in The Howling.
No?
Watching this movie made me so regret, because I locked eyes with Dee Wallace at Crypticon last year.
Okay.
And I just got done watching E.T. and The Howling and a couple other films where I was just like, I'm not the biggest Dee Wallace fan.
Well, you forgot about this one, though.
And then I watched this movie and I was like, I might be a Dee Wallace.
Yeah, no, she's great in it. The whole cast is her actually.
Performance. The chemistry between the family was believable. Maybe that the brother and sister at the end that set up the booby traps. There was something.
It's very unique, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they take that little Home Alone vibe. But I even like Doug rising to the occasion, too. You know what I mean? Where he goes off and he starts becoming this like almost vigilante.
Oh yeah,
it was.
Well, when he has to take over the mother thing to save his baby, he's the only one that cares, and you're marching to your death to save something that you care about, dude. The chemistry in all these characters are fucking wonderful.
And that's what works so well, is that they're not helpless characters. Yes, they are being victimized and stuff like that, but I mean, like they fight back.
They got stuck in a pretty shitty situation.
Oh, they definitely did. Yeah.
They're not afraid to use their guns either. And the way they burned up Dad was the best flaming human being of this year. Wes Craven knows fear. I miss him. He is so effective on striking fear and taking things to dark places while still keeping something grounded in the real world.
For sure.
Even if he goes supernatural, or if he goes home invasion, or if he goes he knows how to tap into what people are afraid of and uncomfortable for. And this movie is maybe one of the scariest films he's ever fucking made. I mean, it's hard. Nightmare on Elm Street and Last House on the Left are also pretty scary, but dude, stealing the baby was ruthless. Getting him back was imperative. It gave me how we watch horror movies, and we watch so many horror movies, we're desensitized.
Yeah.
We don't really care. We're expecting them to die. We want them to die, even if we like the characters.
Yeah.
You want the baby to not die.
Yeah.
You want him to succeed so bad when you're rooting for somebody, when there's so many despicable characters.
It also gives a whole new dynamic to one of the, what would you call that family? The Jupiter or whatever, that family. It gives the character what's her face? God damn it, I'm blanking on it. Ruby.
Yeah.
Gives her a chance to really shine and become, and take a whole different approach to make it seem like, hey, not everyone's evil in this family.
Well, some of these people are also victims. You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. And there is a sad origin story behind this family too. It's clubbed in the face and left in the middle of this. I guess I'd probably
he went home and had sex with a prostitute.
Yeah.
And then was given the baby to take back to the hills
Yeah.
And then met a guy and was like, "You're my partner."
It's a
I don't
really.
know. I read up on how the fuck they got there. Or they explain it in the movie, actually, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yep.
Setting up when you're so bored from sitting out in the desert that you set up booby traps you know won't work, but you still do it because
what else?
I'm bored.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many fucking steps to that camper booby trap to get rid of the only shelter that they had?
Pretty intricate. Yeah.
It was a mouse trap.
That's a good point. Now they have to walk through the desert with a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's rough.
The only shelter they had from blistering sun, dry air, no water, the only shade, and setting up
they got
the
him.
wheel.
Yeah,
the
that
wheel
was
to pull
cool.
him 60 feet. They could have set up a very much simpler trap.
True,
and then
but it was still cool.
And then the step 1 worked, step 2 worked, step 3 worked, step 4. How many fucking steps?
Yeah,
and then it doesn't work finally at the end, but.
Well, it runs out of gas, which was
my-
smart because that's why they siphon it.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, I thought that was a really smart bit of writing there. Hot take, though. I think the remake is better.
You can't say that.
I can't. Why can't I say that?
You can't say that because they took so much. They copied. They took the time. They didn't do...
I don't think that this is a bad
Okay,
movie.
I'll tell you.
Obviously, it was high up.
I'll tell you why
on ours.
The first one is better than the later one.
Okay.
The hillmen, the hillbillies, have no personality. In the first movie, not only does the family...
You're saying in the remake?
The remake...
Alexander Aja remake?
Alexander Aja, the Woods people don't have personality. They're not real people. They're not believable as real people. They're wrong
super
turn,
mutants.
Rip-off super mutants
okay.
with no personality.
That's a fair take.
In the first film, not only did the family have great chemistry and personality, so did the monsters. They all had individual characteristics, personality, and free thought. They weren't ravenous, uncontrollable beasts.
That's true.
And you can't say that the remake is better than the first one because the remake took too much from the first one, didn't change enough to make it their own, and to give them credit for being better would be disrespectful. But the reason why the remake is so good is because what was wrong with the first one is that it was dated. And
this one does feel a little bit like that, yeah.
And they put it in a scenario and it is also terrifying. I do think the remake's great.
Remake is great. It's
say it's better, I think
it's the intensity level that Alexander Aja has been able to capture in that film, where like everything just is like, holy fuck! It's just like
the exhaustion
there's no let up.
And the gore outdoes the first one, but.
It seems so visceral, you know.
You can't give Alexander Aja the nod to like you outdid Wes Craven because you copied.
I'm
Wes
saying
Craven.
I prefer it. I'm not saying he did outdo
and
him,
because
you know?
it's so dated, because this movie is truly offensive.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I love my
remake.
70s films. I have no problem transporting myself in those times. So yeah, I know some people do.
I get what you're saying, and you're not the only person that feels that way.
Yeah.
But I'm offended by that statement.
Okay, well, good. I'm offended that Exorcist II is at number 8.
Now you're gonna take it personal. You know what I mean? I mean, your hot take. I mean, you said it was a hot take. You put me on the defense.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
if
I'm
it's
just defending that I think you're wrong.
Well, and I think that you had some valid points in there, though. I really do. Like, it wasn't just like you're wrong. Exorcist II is fucking awesome.
I do think that it was that Alexander Aja just took the exact same movie and that just instead of remaking he
made them really super.
No, he
mutants.
grabbed the wrong turn characters and put them in House in the House.
Yeah,
and that pisses me off.
Yeah, well, and you're right. That is a really good point. Is that this family does feel like real people?
Yeah,
but they're backwoods hillbillies, you know. But
also had personality and character.
Yeah, they are. It's definitely much more realistic, I think, in this film.
What else? Dog is badass.
Yeah.
Dude, this movie is brilliant. Why did I write that down? The origin of the inbred cannibal movies is weird. Very barbaric. It makes me tap into a animalistic and barbaric part of my life, and that camper scene is just
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty gritty.
It's what made horror movies hated. And it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, he's able to capture Wes Craven. I mean, he's able to capture...
that happened in that short time in that camper between the bird, the rape, the baby, and the 2 murders.
Yeah.
While they were just tending to burnt up crispy dude, which was also a very effective fucked up the way he and then the
smoke
the mother that's not him
yeah
the denial
yeah
and the chaos and then then while that distraction is happening, the shit that is going down in such a short period of time inside that fucking camper.
Yeah, he's able to capture
one of the most tense moments in movie history.
He's able to capture that realistic magic, if you want to call it that, from Last House on the Left. That gritty realism of when they're killing those girls in the woods,
with the young girl just freaking out, and
you feel dirty while you're watching it. Yeah. All right, that's The Hills of Eyes at number 2. Let's go to number 1 tonight, which is Suspiria.
And instead of saying the title, we should have just played the Goblin theme.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, if YouTube wouldn't take it down or something like that. But
we're not on YouTube, so
no, not yet. But yeah, so
and I think you got 8 seconds.
Okay. 8 seconds. So Dario Argento's
Suspiria, the first in a trilogy of Mother of Tears and what's the other one?
Inferno and Mother of Tears would be the
and revolutionary. And also when you said when you were saying another thing about how the most original fucking movie, I mean, there's not a lot of plot to it, but fucking A, man, there's no movie like this ever in the world,
you're right.
too, man.
You're right, because the
this
colors...
was a far out year, man.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
This was a far out experimental horror film year, and it's beautiful.
That's a good point.
This is one of the best top 10 lists I've ever looked at.
Yeah, I mean, it's up there.
I mean, out of all the years that we've covered, this is top 3.
A lot of variety, honestly. Like a lot of good quality variety.
I mean, sure, they burnt a lot of people alive, but...
Yeah, but it was the 70s. But no, Suspiria is one of the my personal favorite of Dario Argento's, but it's one of the most beautifully constructed movies that I've seen before. Like how he gets some of these shots, the lighting, the artisticness of what he's able to create.
The way how he said, you know what, there's a way that the world is, and there's the way that my world is.
Yes.
And I'm a filmmaker, and I get to make my world. And this
beautiful.
Movie is going to look like the world that I want people to see.
Yep.
And he did that. I'm sure there are people that were like, dude, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Those lights would not be there. Well, in my world, they do. And I respect Dario Argento for that. I think this is the movie that sells me on Dario Argento being so brilliant.
Yes.
I mean, he has flaws in some of his films.
Oh, for sure.
But in
especially
this
his later
film,
ones.
This was him, full expression, fully confident, fully fucking nailing it.
Yeah.
And it's not an all-female cast, but it feels like it.
Yeah.
It's so feminine, and it's women on women violence and secrets, and the culture of femininity is strong. Did you know that this movie was originally written to be 14 and 15 written to be 14 and 15-year-old girls, but they were like, bro, we can't make this movie with 14 and 15-year-olds.
Dario, stop. Dude,
yeah.
Stop right now, Dario.
Just stop, man.
Yeah.
Okay. We're not doing this with 15-year-olds.
Yeah, you saw the blowback
do you know
that America got from Linda Blair in Exorcist II, right?
Yeah. Dance Academy horror is tight.
Yeah.
What a cool setting. What a cool,
very unique
artistic thing.
Yep.
It adds art on art on art, the lighting art, the dance art, the
set construction, like even in the opening
glass, the kills, the fucking
like no one lives in an apartment like that, right?
Everything about this is an artistic painting, man.
Yeah.
Every fucking scene has so much detail into it, whether or not everything besides the script. Maybe.
Yeah, but like you watch this movie and you're like, this is such a treat for the eyes and such craziness, and like you don't care about the script, and then to match it with the Goblin score too.
Yeah.
Fuck
music,
me, dude.
Every front,
yes.
dance, every self-expression, every aspect of art was probably represented in this film.
Yeah.
He wasn't just making cinema. He was making pictures. He was making music.
Yeah.
He was making dance. He was making everything, man. It's just pure artistic fucking amazingness.
Yep.
The blood looked a little bright. I hated how pink the blood looked.
But it kind of works.
I always
in
hated that. But if you match it with
the super colored world that he is, and that palette,
blood can be a little thicker and a little pinker. In his world.
Yep.
I love the line when she said, "Girls with names that start with S must be snake," and then the hissing, and it's just like, which girls are still like that?
Yeah, we missed those.
Or are they
those dirty snake girls?
Supernatural Giallo.
Yep.
This changed the face of Giallo films forever.
Yeah,
this was the first supernatural.
It's gotta be up there because I think most of them are like black glove killers, right?
Yeah,
but it's still got a Giallo feel, but it has the supernatural of the witch coven and all that stuff.
And it was a good change, right?
Yeah,
everybody wasn't afraid of it. Adding that aspect, that because Giallo films always were interesting, but they were missing something.
Yeah,
they were missing that fantasy thing for me. I mean, the super hot babes, the super cool deaths, the mystery, but it was just missing monsters.
Yeah,
it's just always missing monsters. I always wanted a monster, and now we have monsters.
it. And this is nowhere near the surrealism of House, but there's still something where you're like, what is going on
near.
here?
I'd say not near, but I wouldn't say nowhere near.
Yeah, I mean, but House is on a whole nother level, but this still feels like very dreamlike and nightmare-like, you know, as you watch Susie go through this entire film. I mean, it's just, it's so well done. And there's just so much to unpack from this movie.
Did they really give wine prescriptions out in the 70s?
I mean, was that blood?
I mean, it was...
Could it have been blood?
She couldn't clean it out of the sink.
Right,
like wine could.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it wasn't wine.
I don't think so.
But
I think
maybe some wine, maybe wine and blood.
Yeah, maybe.
But you can clean blood and wine out of a sink. Was it paint?
We've proven that. She's drinking paint.
I mean, that's the only thing that would stay in a sink like that.
1977, there's probably still lead in it. What if this is just Susie Bandon's just fever dream?
The maggot scene.
Oh, yeah.
They never explained why it was up there.
The crate of meat or whatever.
And how it spread across the whole floor before it went through the ceiling and affected everybody at the same time.
But again, that all works in this crazy surrealistic world.
Well, right. And then it's weird that there's a maggot scene in Eraserhead and in Suspiria.
Yeah.
And remember, we were considering putting Suspiria in the psychedelic episode, but we did not.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel like a
Wouldn't that have been weird
movie.
if 3 of the movies from this year would have been in one episode?
Yeah. Very heavily artistic this year, though.
The snore of the super witch. Kind of cool. I was gonna say we should do impressions, but I'm not up for it.
Helena Marcos's,
throwing the whispers in with the soundtrack, how the witches are. Could they hear that as well, or that was just for us?
I think that was part of the music.
Were the witches talking to us, or were they guiding the girls in the film?
No, I think it was part of the soundtrack. But
no, because if you listen to the soundtrack, the whispers aren't in it. So that was added in only for the film.
They are. Alvin puts them in
because I listened to it on the way over here, and there was no whispers.
No. Well, they have a couple different versions of it throughout the film.
Maybe. Because I know the one when we saw him live, there was some fucking metal riffs mixed in with it as well.
Yeah, there were.
So there are many different things, but I don't know, man. I was trying to figure out if the witches.
We saw Goblin live. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if the witches were speaking to us as an audience, or if that was them putting spells over Susie.
Well, and it's hard to say, right?
Or if it was just part of
with
the
that blood
song.
wine that really fucked her up, or maybe, I don't know.
Was she subconsciously here? Were these things that she couldn't hear that were spells that were dulled? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
The whispers were really. I was really paying attention to the whispers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The part where they fire the blind pianist and he goes out and he ends up in that weird German Nazi famous location.
Yeah.
And how they showed the shadows of the witches flying around him before
that was so cool.
The dog went on to go fucking eat him alive or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the wrong for wanting it, but I'm pissed off they didn't show a witch flying on a fucking broom.
Yeah, but maybe that would have been done poorly.
Maybe they did shoot it and it was like, that doesn't look good. But
yeah,
I would have liked to see a classic witch in it, just to solidify that's.
But I think the artistic, like, we knew that they were witches, but like you don't get to see them, and how he did it was so well done. There's not a scene in this movie that is not artistically directed by Dario
they've had
Argento.
to have thought about.
It's insane. It's insane how he put this all together.
I wanted to see a fucking classic witch in it though, but that
You saw hairy arms.
All right, I see hairy arms every day when I wake up and I look at myself. The razor wire that didn't actually have razors on the wire, but still one of my favorite deaths of all time.
The razor wire, room.
When they got the window to the room with no doors that had razor wire without razors on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the older thing.
But the throat slit in that scene too is very like, I mean, that
dude,
had
that's
to be
one
real
of my
mean.
favorite deaths scenario scenes of all time, and I know it's not regarded as even the best in this film, but I love Sarah's razor room death scene.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if I should save this for the recast. I think I'll probably save it for the recast.
Okay.
But dude, this movie, from the opening kill and the last kill and Susie's performance and the way she escapes, the relief of that, just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of Phenomena. I know it's like still better than Phenomena, but I haven't watched this movie more than 10 times. I probably watched this movie 6 times, which is a very low number for how much I like the film, or like how much you'd think I would want to watch this film. But yeah, just fucking cool, man.
Yeah. This is a horror classic.
This is up there. Yeah. Top 25 horror films of all time as well.
Yeah, it's got to be up there on my list too. I have such a issue putting lists together, which is funny because that's all we do in this
because
podcast.
Because we forget how many horror films there are out there.
But I don't know. This is definitely up there.
This
in one
is
of my favorites.
definitely a 5-star film.
Yes.
There's nothing bad to say about this.
No.
Even though I said like 2 bad things about it, but
it's all right. It all works in the Suspiria universe,
and
though.
The staff at the dance academy, even before you really know that they're witches, before she gets through that hidden door, and have you ever noticed how alone she is in all these scenes?
Yeah,
and how peaceful every room is, but the fear of like Michael Jackson, somebody's watching me.
Yeah, you do feel like she's not alone, or
and
there's something right around the corner.
You're the one that's watching her. Ooh. It's almost like she's aware that we're watching her. I don't know. It's so peaceful but nerve-wrackingly strange, and how the terror and the peace are so stitched so well before you don't even realize how beautiful and calming this scene is, but yet how in 2 seconds it can be razor wire and stained glass in your face. Suspiria, if you haven't seen it, fucking watch it. You'll get used to the overdubs after fucking 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Did you know that like when they shot this film, everybody did their lines in their own language, and there was about 5 different languages that they were speaking, and even if they were having a conversation with her, he was like, "You speak your language, dude." Yeah, do the lines, and then just overdubbed everything in English, and how it worked out so flawlessly.
Italian,
the fact that they were using 5 different languages from 5 different people that spoke probably 5 different languages.
The only one I had a problem with is because I've heard his voice so much is that Udo Kier, the guy that kind of explains everything like midway through the movie. Yeah, the green jacket. Yeah. Because I'm like, wait, I know he speaks very good English. I know what he sounds like. And it's not that.
That's not his voice.
But okay, let's recap. So at number 10, The Car. At number 9, Death Game. 8, Exorcist II, The Heretic. Number 7, Eraserhead. Number 6, The Sentinel. Number 5, Martin. Number 4, Rabid. Number 3, House, aka Hausua, not to be confused with the 80s one. Number 2, The Hills Have Eyes, and number 1, Suspiria. That is a damn good list.
That's
good
one of
here.
our best lists, dude.
Yeah.
It's one of our best fucking stacked.
Yeah.
And I only watched, I think, 32 films for this year. And I gotta say, there's only about 4 of them I hated. And for the 70s, remember the other 70s episodes we did? Where there was a stack of 25 shit movies at the end of those?
There was a lot of, there was some slog.
Might be the best year of the 70s.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I'm just looking at the list of all the things I looked at. I'm like, yeah, I didn't really dislike any of this stuff, to be honest with you.
I mean, I have a worst movie category where I'll tell you that there's 3 that you should steer clear from. But dude, they were on fire in horror in 1977.
Yeah,
Star Wars and horror movies. That's what fucking was up.
All right. Well, should we do some awards then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
All right. So I pick fucking 12 awards and I make nominees for all of them. And sometimes it's a little lazy. Sometimes it's not. But I think I did pretty good this time.
You're very honest no matter what.
Yeah, let's keep it real.
Sometimes I get real lazy. Fuck you.
Best title, 1977. Was it Suspiria, The Hills Have Eyes, Jabberwocky, arguably not a horror film, but Eraserhead, The Crater Lake Monster, or Tentacles?
Oh, you didn't put the Incredible Melting Man on there?
No, I didn't have that on my list.
Oh, really?
Is that a good movie?
It's not bad. I don't know if it would have made our top 10.
Right.
Yeah, but it's not bad. No.
I went with The Hills Have Eyes. I mean, I was
Hills Have Eyes is a great title.
Suspiria is great, but I don't know what it means. So, is that a word? That's not. I mean, every time I type it in, it says that's not a word.
Yeah, no, I think it's a name.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Mother Suspiria.
Oh,
or
sure.
Suspirium is the Latin thing. So, I don't know.
I don't know. So I picked The Hills Have Eyes just because the mystique. I mean, whether or not the hills don't have eyes, but the thought of it, that sounds like a really good horror movie. So I picked Hills Have Eyes. What did you pick? The melting thing?
No, The Hills Have Eyes. Yeah, I agree with that.
All right, best cover art. Was it The Hills Have Eyes?
Ooh.
Shockwaves, Suspiria, Rabid haunted me in the video section.
Sure, I could see that.
House or The Psychic?
Psychic's a good one, but I prefer Shockwaves. I think that's
Shockwaves is enticing. I did almost buy a hoodie that had that on there, and that's cool. But I'm going Suspiria, man. It's so classic with the ballet dancer and the trail of blood.
Yeah. Even the font is very unique of it.
Iconic. Yeah. So I had to go Suspiria, but The Psychic is cool. But I get where you're saying Shockwaves too. I think the cover was maybe
better than the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that movie actually. This is the first time I've actually watched it, and I'm like, oh, this isn't bad.
That lacked from the characters, the human characters were definitely boring.
But every time
and the Nazi shit, so you'd obviously love that.
Yeah, well, clearly. But every time a Nazi zombie popped out of the water, I'm liking this.
Yeah,
like,
the goggle
and
Nazi,
which was a good thing.
They've just been down there, fucking super zombie and forever.
And it's a good thing I liked it because it happens about 30 times in the movie.
Yeah. Best music, fucking stacked.
Yeah, but
Eraserhead, the In Heaven song. Rabid score, also very hypnotic. The Exorcist II, the Heretic, very good soundtrack. The Hills Have Eyes had that alarm sound that they put in the soundtrack of the film.
Oh, okay. Now I know what you're talking about.
Was so brilliant.
Yeah.
Probably could have used a little bit more of it. Hausu, the annoying song that was repetitive over and over again.
Yeah.
I didn't put Death Came on there because I hated that song so much.
Yeah.
More than the house one. Or Suspiria.
Come on.
I know, that's why I didn't say it till last.
Yeah, I get it.
It's obvious.
Definitely Goblin score.
I want to give an honorable mention on sound to fucking Eraserhead.
Yeah, sure.
The countless remixes to that song. And like I said, go listen to Sadistic in Heaven. You'll fucking lose your shit. But Suspiria, oh my God.
Yeah.
Every time that song comes on in that movie and it gets you routed. eyes, TV, focus.
Yeah.
Dude, that was perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
It's amazing.
Best effects. Was it Suspiria, Rabid, Eraserhead, The Sentinel, The Island of Dr. Monroe, or Shockwaves?
This is kind of tough, though. It really is.
It is kind of tough.
Because Suspiria
didn't look real.
And the effects could be better. But are we also lumping in how the entire thing
is a little bit dreamlike?
Yeah, and
that it's not supposed to look real. And also Rabid with the armpit thing did kind of look real.
And I know Martin didn't make that list, but that opening train scene really fucking freaks me out when he slits that wrist with the razor blade.
Look better for you on your 4K, but I'm telling you what, they don't look that great on
Tubi. Yeah, Sentinel has some really great
Sentinel
ones.
Sentinel is really great.
I think I'm going to go with that because there's a lot of different effects in that film.
The monster effects in fucking Eraserhead are way ahead of its time.
That baby is haunting.
That baby and the cheek shit and the fucking...
That's true. So are you going to go with Eraserhead? And
I'm actually going Rabid. I actually felt like the mix between the effects, the deaths, the realism, the picture, and the imagination. I did think about this one a lot, and I'm Rabid. David Cronenberg's Rabid.
Well, like we talked about, it's off-putting. Armpit dick. Yeah,
it's not a dick. It's a fang.
It's a dick.
It's a dick with a fang. Then
it's got a head. It's a circumcised dick.
Well, so does fang with an eyeball or whatever. I don't know. I'm Rabid, and you said what? Sentinel. Okay.
The Sentinel, yeah.
Worst movie, 1977. I have 3 because there's only 3 of them that really disappointed me a lot.
Okay.
And that is Satan's Cheerleaders.
Yeah.
I was hoping that was going to be good.
Yeah, I was really hoping.
Ruby.
I didn't see that one.
And Andy Warhol's Bad.
I didn't see that one either.
Very bad.
Lives up to the name, huh? Well, I'm just going to pick the one I do know.
I picked Andy Warhol's Bad as the worst.
Okay.
And you're taking Satan's Cheerleaders?
Yeah.
Especially with a name like that. How could that not be a good
I think
movie?
maybe that really got me excited, yeah.
Thought I was going to watch this Grindhouse film. It was really just a cheerleader film with a satanic twist.
Mm-hmm.
Best story or writer. I don't have the writers' names, but the best story. Was it Eraserhead, House, The Sentinel, The Island of Dr. Monroe, Martin, or Suspiria? And I'm regretting putting Suspiria on there now, but
and House too. That's more of like a collection of crazy images. The writing. I'm sorry.
Well, you got to give that 11-year-old credit.
I don't think. Yeah, right.
It captured the mind of an 11-year-old girl, and it also reminded me of Jaws the whole time.
This, honestly, I got to go with Martin because that resonates with me so much that I think it's totally underrated. So I'm going to give it that because I don't think it's going to win much else.
Right.
So give my Martin love out there.
You don't think I'm going to pick Martin for an award?
Please do.
Okay, well, just wait.
Oh, great. Here we go.
We already did worst movie, so I'm not going to give it that.
Okay, you're right.
I actually couldn't decide between The Island of Dr. Monroe and Eraserhead. Eraserhead is hard to follow and hard to think, but I mean, that was the most impactful story for me. But I understand it.
Yeah.
But The Island of Dr. Monroe is actually like a fantastic book, a legendary horror book that they've been trying to adapt 3 times. They just can't do it.
Yeah.
They can't make a movie to live up to the amazing story that it is.
Yeah.
So I couldn't choose between it, but Island of Dr. Monroe or Eraserhead.
Yeah, and that's good. Yeah. Those are both quality ones.
Best monster, 1977. Was it the tentacle dick armpit thing that you're saying?
Armpit dick.
Armpit dick. Was it the octopus and tentacles? Was it the car? Was it the Crater Lake monster? Was it the Jabberwocky from that Monty Python type shit? Was it the Nazi super stoller and shockwaves? Was it the baby monster in Eraserhead? Was it Pazuzu in Exorcist II? Was it the super witch in Suspiria? Or was it the piano cat lady in House?
Piano Cat Lady.
Me too.
Yeah.
Piano Cat Lady.
I mean, the second runner-up would be that baby in Eraserhead, I think.
Yeah, but, I also kind of wanted to give it the Crater Lake Monster and Jabberwocky some love because they're the biggest and focal point is them being the monster. But yeah, they were both very disappointing. Best hero. Was it Kung Fu in House? Was it Rig in an Exorcist II? Was it James Brolin in The Car? Was it Doug in The Hills Have Eyes? Or was it that guy in Orca?
The grizzled
The guy that didn't want to fight. I don't want to fight.
Oh, okay.
The killer whale.
Well, and I think I talked about this in Hills Have Eyes, is Doug really rises to the occasion.
Yeah.
He is not helpless, even though he should be.
And he does save his baby.
Even though his wife was murdered.
He should have killed Ruby, too, though.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of let her off with a pass at the end.
Thanks for helping me.
Here, hold my hand. Yeah, at the end, yeah.
I actually picked Kung Fu. Because she
yeah.
was such a hero. She was like an Ash type of hero, like final guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Doug is a great answer. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. He was the most heroic, but not the coolest hero.
No, I think that's fair. Yeah.
Okay. Final girl. Was it Marilyn Chambers and Rabid? Because she lived, right? No, she died.
Yeah, she died.
Okay, so I'll scratch that. Did you watch Axe?
No.
Not bad.
Okay.
I put it above Rituals. It would have been the next one to make my thing. But Lisa Axe or whatever is a lot like I Spit on Your Grave.
Okay.
And she gives a I Spit on Your Grave performance, which is pretty good. Allison in Sentinel, Linda Blair in The Exorcist II, Brenda in The Hills Have Eyes, Fantasy in House, or Susie in Suspiria. Say it at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
Susie? Yeah, okay.
You can't.
Yeah.
She's the only, like if it was like Final Girl in a t-shirt, and Susie would be the one. Yeah. I don't even know if Fantasy lived. I think she died anyways.
I thought they all died in Hausu, but I don't know.
Noelle Gorgeous lived, but she was also the old lady at the same time.
Yeah, I thought she kind of got absorbed. Yeah, I don't know. We'll never know.
Best male star, 1977. Was it John Amplis as Martin? Was it Jack Nace as Henry Spencer? Was it Seymour Castle as George in Death Game? Was it Michael York as Andrew on the Island of Dr. Monroe? Was it Josh Brolin in The Car? Or was it Michael Berryman in The Hills Have Eyes?
See, and I think you think I'm going to go with John Amplis, but I'm going to give it to fucking George. George from Death Game.
You're going to give it to George from Death Game?
Yeah, I don't think he's...
Because you think I'm going to pick Martin?
No, I'm going to pick Martin.
Oh, you're going to pick Martin. I thought you were going to pick George.
I am picking George.
Well, are you picking John Amplis or George?
I am picking George because I thought that you thought that I was going to go with John Amplis.
I mean, I figured you would. That's why I picked Jack Nace as Henry Spencer.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That was a fucking performance.
Yeah.
And he's never done anything else. Maybe he probably has.
He probably has.
I mean, he went on to be in Jacob's Ladder.
Oh, wait, that guy definitely was in a lot of things.
No, but doesn't he remind you of
You're talking from
Jacob's...
a Racerhead, right? The main character.
Henry Spencer. Jack Nace.
Nance.
How do you know?
Because it's N-A-N-C.
Oh, because I'm famously get names wrong?
You're getting up into famous territory now, yeah. It's Blue Velvet, Eraserhead, Dune. This guy, Wild at Heart. This guy was in...
And then he was in Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah. Twin Peaks.
He was in Jacob's Ladder? No. I'm saying he looks like that guy in Jacob's Ladder. Like, if we recasted Eraserhead, we got to give... What's his name?
Super
famous guy.
Tim Robbins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't he kind of look like Tim Robbins?
Back then. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
He looks like one of the doctors from Rituals, actually.
Yeah, I gave it to Jack Nason. You're giving it to Seymour Castle as George. Thought you hated that character.
I sympathize, though. I sympathize with him.
Oh, yeah. You're like, damn, I would have the same thing would happen to me.
Come on.
God damn. Man, my records? Not my records. If you get those Blu-rays right, they ain't never going to be the same. Female star, 1977. Jessica Harper as Susie in Suspiria. Dee Wallace in The Hills Have Eyes. Marilyn Chambers in Rabid. Linda Blair in The Exorcist II. Colleen Camp as Donna. Sandra Locke as Agatha in Death Game. Beverly D'Angelo, yes, I gave it to her over the star. Or Julie Christine in Demon Seed.
Because the expectations would be so low for this character and what she does so well, I'm going to give it to Marilyn Chambers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be like, she can't do it. She's not a real actor.
Yeah.
And she did.
Yeah.
That's good. I was really actually stuck between Marilyn Chambers and Dee Wallace, and I ended up giving it to Dee Wallace at the end because I had a total change of heart on how I feel about her as an actor because of her performance and it being a first performance.
Whose movies have you seen more of, Marilyn Chambers or Dee Wallace?
Sadly, Dee Wallace, but I might go back.
You're going to go back?
I think I have 2 movies with Marilyn Chambers, and one of them is Rabid. But I do own another one.
Oh, do you?
So I guess I'm a dirtball.
Do you?
I guess I'm a dirtball.
It's okay. You like what you like.
But, I mean, those ones in the 70s, I mean, it was in a pack of the things that Noel gave me. And I was like, nice! Marilyn Chambers!
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet, but maybe tonight.
Maybe tonight.
Maybe tonight.
Maybe tonight, no pants on.
But yeah, so I gave it to Dee Wallace. You gave it to Dee. I'll agree with you. I think Marilyn Chambers deserves it.
All right.
A minor star in a movie. Beverly D'Angelo in The Sentinel. Mac and Hausu. The Bug Man in The Exorcist II. Those 2 boat buddies in Crater Lake Monster. Did you watch Crater Lake Monster?
Not. I didn't rewatch it for this one, but I've seen it before.
The guys that sell the boat.
Yeah.
Didn't it remind you of you and me?
Sure, I guess a little bit from a little bit I remember. But
I want to remake that movie.
Yeah,
with me and you as the boat salesman.
Yeah, that's the movie that should be remade. Yeah.
Oh my God, were they so fucking funny? They were so funny. Anyways, back to it. The delivery guy in Death Game or the radio DJ in Martin.
Beverly D'Angelo, because we both orgasmed.
You did it the same time she did?
That's a joke for the people that have.
God, what a way to become a star, though. Jesus.
That is so off-putting and kind of oddly hot at the same time, too. Like, I didn't know how to feel about it. Yeah. She's not in it much, but the scene that she's in, she steals it.
And when you're done watching that, that's the first. Beverly D'Angelo is in that movie, and
she randomly,
she's seared in my mind harder than the monsters.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's saying something.
That is saying something.
The Franklin Award or the worst character. Was it Miss Tanner in Suspiria? Was it Gorgeous's dad in Hausu? Was it the dad in The Hills Have Eyes? Was it the doctor in Rabid? Was it Father Lament in Exorcist II? Was it George in Death Game or Martin's uncle?
I got to give it to The Exorcist II. Richard.
Father Lament.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, he did suck. And he thought he was cool.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But I say the same thing because I'm going with Martin's uncle because he thought he was the shit too. And I hated him.
He was just old school, man.
I hated him. And he was wearing the same outfit that he wore in an amusement park.
Yeah, he just got offset and went.
Did they just do?
I'm going to go home. Nosferatu came.
George Romero, you like this outfit? George Romero, thanks for giving me another shot on movie you actually
baby,
want.
Just keep it on. Yeah, that's cool.
I like that
smoking.
Too.
Yeah, it's cool, baby. Just do it.
But yeah, Father Lehman, I did want to say that too. So Martin won a award.
I already gave it one to make sure it did.
Crush. Not a very long nominee list, but stacked.
Well, we know yours.
Do you?
And for legal purposes, maybe we shouldn't repeat it, but yeah.
Colleen Camp in Death Game. Beverly D'Angelo in The Sentinel. Linda Blair in The Exorcist II. Marilyn Chambers in Rabid.
It's also The Sentinel, but yeah, sure.
I said it wrong.
Sentinel.
Dee Wallace in The Hills Have Eyes. Kung Fu in Hausu. Or Susie in Suspiria.
Oh, that's tough because now looking back at Kung Fu, she's doing Kung Fu in those little pants.
Well, in those little swimsuit bottoms.
I like that.
I liked it.
I like that.
I had a crush on Kung Fu too.
Yeah.
And the fact that she could Well, and we could both date her because I could have the lower half and you could have the upper.
Deal. Let's pick Kung Fu. Yeah.
No, I gotta go Linda Blair. I don't care how old she was.
Yeah. We do on this podcast. That's not an official take.
We always usually care, but this is the one exception.
Again, I pulled up the dates. Most likely 18.
Okay. On the release date?
She definitely was on 18. So hopefully filming, she was still 18.
Hopefully they filmed it like a week before it came out.
Yeah, well, it feels like they did at time. We got James Earl Jones for an afternoon and a lot of bugs.
Yeah.
Let's make it.
But yeah, Linda Blair for me, Kung Fu for you, Kung Fu for us, whatever.
Kung Fu for us. That should be on a shirt, a Sam Short Creep shirt. Kung Fu
What's
for
your
us.
crush? Kung Fu for us. Best death. Sarah in the razor wire in Suspiria. Pat stained glass hanging, Suspiria double death. The piano eating in house. Burned at the stake in The Hills Have Eyes. Burned at the stake in Rituals. Or burned at the stake in Exorcist II. I'm just kidding. Burned at the stake in Hills Have Eyes is the best. The camper double murder in The Hills Have Eyes. The other Reagan heart rip out. Monster baby sacrifice. Martin stabbed by family screaming Nosferatu. Or bike drove off the road in the car. Those are a lot of good deaths. I have to go with the opening death in Suspiria. Hanging,
that's the most iconic one.
You didn't even realize. You're like, holy fuck, that's the craziest death I've ever seen. And then they go down and the girl's just cut the glass in the middle of her face.
Yeah. Well, and the stabbing of the beating heart. And you see it.
Yeah.
It's so impressive how that's done. I mean, it's awesome.
Even though I think I like the razor wire scene better, but
well, sure, that connects more with you, but in terms of an iconic level, it's the opening of Suspiria.
Yeah. Most savage scene, 1977. Was it the Mercy baby killing in Eraserhead? Was it the laying there naked getting food thrown on you by two underage chicks?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we just count all of Death Game? Yeah.
It actually just says the belittling in Death Game. Yeah, food belittling. The camper bird death rape kill in Hills Have Eyes. The Rabid hot tub scene.
Yeah.
Or the Martin train scene.
That's okay.
I'll tell you what I got.
What do you got?
It's got to be the camper double kill bird death rape scene in Hills Have Eyes. That shit was savage, and it was literally done by barbarian savages. Cannibalistic.
Yeah.
But what are you saying? Are you going to give Martin another one?
I kind of want to, because you feel very dirty watching that opening film.
I didn't actually like it. It actually felt distasteful.
Oh, really?
Coming from
that's
Master of Horror, George A. Romero. I mean, coming from David Cronenberg.
You took this heel turn on Martin, but it was on your list too.
I liked it too. I actually think that top 9 is perfect. My top 9.
Yeah, I would say.
But that is my top 9. Yeah. The top 9 is all my top 9. That top 9 is dope. And Martin's on my top 9 too.
Yeah.
So what are you picking? Martin? Train?
Yeah.
Okay. Over the Mercy baby killing?
That one would be a close second. Yeah. That one's really awful.
Most creepy scene. Was it the empty red rooms in Suspiria? Was it the Henry Spencer lying in his bed with his girlfriend in Eraserhead? With the bugs and the heat and the uncomfortable and the clacking of her teeth?
Yeah, that is awful.
Most uncomfortable scene for sure. Was it the throwing the dude, the starving and thirsting to death in the boat and throwing the dead body off of the boat in the beginning of Island of Dr. Moreau? It's not that creepy. or the whole fact of those guys stealing that baby in The Hills Have Eyes?
It's the not naked bed scene, but yeah.
The Eraserhead scene?
The Eraserhead, yeah.
The way that I explained it in this nomination made me, that is the creepiest, most uncomfortable thing. But a stolen baby out in the woods in the desert. By
whatever. The baby's still alive at the end of the day.
You can hear it crying through most of the movie.
Yeah.
Most horrific scene. Stab, kill, and fall through stained glass hanging in Suspiria. Severed head Mac biting ass. Hot tub freezer death. Pazuzu in The Exorcist, or the end death in Martin?
This is horrific.
Yeah, the most horror. Like
the
horror moment.
Horror.
That's what that award's supposed to be.
Okay, because horrific would be Pazuzu's character in Exorcist II because it's so awful.
Yeah.
And but not horror. Not
horrific,
horror.
Yeah. The defining
like
horror
the quality.
scene.
Yeah, the quality of
the
that
most
character
horrific
is
scene.
You
meant like horrifically bad?
Yes.
Oh, eat my ass like Mac, you fat. You fuck. The movie's not that bad.
Okay. I'm sorry. What were the options again?
End Death and Martin, Pazuzu in The Exorcist, Severed Head, Mac biting ass, or the opening scene in Suspiria.
Well, because you just said that line, eat your ass.
I actually
like
have
Mac.
Severed Head, Mac eating ass.
Yeah, that is funny.
I mean, it's horror. It's like a horror moment. There's a floating severed head.
Yeah, well, doesn't she spit a bunch of water into the
Oh,
well, and then like the
kinds of
next
shit,
scene, the girl's drinking?
Well, and then
that
they're
same water?
eating. Well, then her head turns into a melon, and then they eat her. And they're like, we should save some for Mac. And they're like, I have a feeling Mac is getting it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's weird. It doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
All right. Recast.
All right.
I picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 recasts. Okay. And remember I was saving that part of the end of Suspiria that I said I wanted to save for something. I was saving it for this moment. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I only have 6, but
okay,
let's go through them.
Susie.
Okay. Just to prove to you that I can do this straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, say it.
Oh, no, I don't think
All right. What do you got?
So I picked either Daisy Edgar Jones from the new Twisters movie. I don't know if you saw that yet. She's the main character, or the sister from Stranger Things, like Will's sister, older sister.
Yeah.
I want someone with that
Nancy.
like clueless, yes, Nancy, the innocent, clueless face.
Okay.
Basically, because that's kind of what Susie had.
Okay. Lauren Lavera. Okay, I know you've seen the meme of the guy laying in bed and the girl sitting there really angry, being like, he's probably thinking about other girls. And they go over there and they have a side-by-side of Susie and Lauren Lavera.
Yeah, that's pretty
and
good.
how they look fucking identical. And
yeah, I could see that.
I've got this
I could see that for sure.
whole pitch. The next recast I have is the director. You didn't do new director, did
I
you?
didn't know.
Damien Leone.
Sure.
Terrifier.
It's going to be much more violent.
Yes, but this is the perfect remake. Damien Leone's follow-up. He finally stops doing Art the Clown shit, and he makes a true blue, high-budget, first mainstream remake of Suspiria. Not like the other remake of Suspiria. And he does the colors, does the D'Argento thing, but then adds the Terrifier fucking gore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be cool
And
to
then
see.
keep thinking about that as I go through the cast.
Okay.
Sarah, who you're recasting as Sarah. That is the girl in the Razor Wire. Basically her best friend.
I didn't do that one either.
Catherine Corcoran from Terrifier 1, the blonde girl that was at Crypticon last year that also was in Return to Nukem High.
Oh, okay. All right.
Have her.
I can
Damien
see that.
Leone's very familiar with that.
Yep.
Okay. Olga.
Olga.
The
girl that says snakes.
Yep. I got Nell Tiger Free, the chick from the first Omen.
Sure.
Just being a bitch. Wouldn't that be perfect?
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. We might need to go back in time just slightly for this person, but Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, she could pull it off with those lips.
Yeah.
I mean, Alexandra Daddario was I said that fucking wrong too. Daddario.
Alexandra
I just
Daddario.
think quick, okay?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
You know,
yeah.
I'm not perfect. I smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we go on.
But I think that Neil Tiger Free. What kind of name is that, anyways?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah.
But she's a great actor. I want to see her in more shit.
Trouble at Home.
All right, Pat, which was the amazing hanging, stab, kill, stained glass.
Oh, fuck. I didn't give one to her.
I gave
either.
it to Catherine Newton, the chick from Lisa Frankenstein,
yeah.
and Twister, and fucking everything.
Abigail.
Yeah, Abigail.
Freaky.
It's a short beginning, but she's a scream queen. It'd be kind of like Drew Barrymore.
She's getting there, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Madame Blanc.
Morgan Freeman. Couldn't you just see him
As a girl?
taking it very well? It's obviously not going to be a girl.
Well, how's the... they're all girl. All the witches are girls, man.
Well, maybe he's just a headmaster of the entire school. He's the one dude.
I feel like you've used Morgan Freeman for laughs before.
I haven't.
Oh, you're mad that I'm telling you that that's not a very serious answer?
Can't you just see, like, wouldn't it be...
I'm not living this life to have fun, bro.
Yeah, I take it.
I'm a real movie critic, okay? I'm a critic.
I don't know. With his epic voice and his little scowl that he has.
Like it.
You girls get to dancing. Yeah, I don't...
Tiffany
Morgan
Shepard.
Freeman.
Age her a little bit. Put her in a Damien Leone fucking Suspiria remake.
Okay.
I think she'd be perfect.
All right. Did you have Blind Daniel?
I do have him coming up.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Miss Tanner.
Yeah, well...
The annoying blonde lady with the big teeth.
This is and that's what I honed in on. So, and this is a repeat, but Gary Busey with those crazy teeth.
Damn it.
What?
God damn it, Nate.
What?
I'm so sick of you picking Gary Busey.
Well, all right, you're right. I apologize, but it's the teeth.
But the teeth, yeah. He would do great.
Okay, what about Walton Goggins with his teeth?
I picked Felicia Rose, the mangled dick expert from Joe Bob and the Sleepaway Camp.
Okay, yeah.
Figured, she's friends with Shepard. She's got to know Damien Leone. I'm trying to cast a
see what
movie
you're
for
doing.
Damien Leone.
Yeah,
okay?
and I'm just trying to
get
by.
The blind pianist with the dog. Who do you got?
Okay, this is a good one.
Oh, you're gonna take it seriously?
Oh, I've been taking it seriously.
Jake Busey, right?
Morgan Freeman.
Again?
No. He's dual role. We whiteface him.
He literally is getting yelled at by himself.
David Dastmalchian.
Okay.
They almost look identical.
I picked that. Yeah, that's a good answer.
Okay, thank you.
But since my film is directed by Damien Leone, David Horton, the guy who plays Art the Clown.
Okay, sure.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because it's realistic. See, I'm taking it seriously.
All these are real people. So far.
Yeah. Gary Busey, can you come play an old witch?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did I miss one that you had that I didn't?
Well, I had someone needed to play Mother Suspiria.
Oh, yeah.
And because we are fresh off an Alien podcast episode, I went with old Peter Whalen from Prometheus.
Okay.
In that same makeup, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could see it.
Yeah, of course.
You're just really unhappy
my
with this
imagination
Morgan Freeman
is high. I like to have fun too,
Yeah, do you?
I do. I like to have fun sometimes.
Yeah. You just really, I didn't know that you were a negative Nancy when it comes to Morgan
What about
Freeman.
Some people really like this segment, you know what I mean? We got to take it seriously.
And some people don't. And
I'm just kidding.
I'm here for that.
It's becoming a bit for me to get angry with you.
No, I like it. Yeah.
It's almost you have to have a couple weird ones. I get it.
This is all.
But then I have to play my part and get upset. Otherwise, it's not going to be a funny bit anymore.
Right. Yeah.
This is radio magic, okay? I don't know what else to say.
You guys think this shit's easy?
This shit isn't easy.
Coming up with new bits every other week.
We're tired. We have problems in our fucking life. Yeah. Oh my God.
Life's not easy. It's not fair.
So coming up, Beetlejuice still hasn't came out, but we covered that in the last one. So the week after that, Speak No Evil comes
the remake,
out.
yeah. Yeah.
Professor X is going to be in the remake.
Yeah.
Looking more like the guy in Split and Unbreakable. What do you think? Do you think this movie's going to be good?
No. I think it's an unnecessary remake.
Since we're keeping it so fucking real, I'm going to reveal something to you that I've been holding in as kind of a secret for a really long time.
Okay.
When Speak No Evil came out on Shudder and everybody was talking about how fucking awesome it was and how amazing the ending was and how so fucking revolutionary the movie was, I put it on once. And I got so bored by reading the subtitles, I fell asleep halfway through and I never went back, and I don't know what happens at the end.
Well, then you'll be pleasantly surprised by this, because I think it's going to be the exact same movie.
When they came out with the movie and I was like, oh my God, you guys, like you and Jacoby and Anthony or somebody was talking about it. And
it wasn't me.
You were talking about how great the ending was. And I was like, I don't know what. And I was like, and I think I even lied. And I was like, yeah, crazy ending. But I don't know what happens at the end. And you keep on talking about how the trailer is ruining that. But from a guy that doesn't know what happens at the end.
Yeah. Well,
I still don't know what's going to happen at the end.
It's unique. You're not going to guess it, but I think a lot of people were just surprised by its starkness at the end, and you'll get what I mean by that once you watch it. But like, just because it's a little hardcore or something like that, you know, it doesn't make it a great ending.
Is it horny?
I can't say it's not. I can't say it's
you can't say it's not.
Yeah, now I was thinking about it, but I was like, wait a minute.
Does it pulse?
Me or
the end scene?
Oh, sorry.
Is it pulsating?
It's not all about my boner. Right.
Yeah, it still pulses, man.
Yeah, it pulses. My dick works.
Still pulses.
My dick works. Alice licks that one spot on her foot. Okay, anyway.
You worried about that cat now?
This fucker. Yeah. She even knows she's gonna fuck shit up.
I'm thinking about causing trouble.